No! All right.
It's happening.
Okay.
Oh,
Here we are.
Oh, I bet the audio came in on that just perfect timing. All right. So, oh my God, guys. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever seen a level 7 party in this situation before.
good to know.
Thanks.
Because it's such an
you
easy
do this
situation.
all the time. It's just, this is routine. This is how you learn to play, right? I mean, you have to, at one point or another, fight off more than you and your next characters as well can chew.
Thanks.
Yeah. And then you
For the
chew it
encouragement.
because we're winners, not losers.
And we're
I like
fine.
it.
I'm
But
so
the rest of
scared.
you, all you heard was,
If Paolo snores, it's adorably.
Fun, yeah.
wasn't it cute? All right. I'll remember that. It's okay.
Let me just
Can't
roll a wisdom
possibly go
save on
back.
how adorable it is. Oh, it is so adorable.
Oh
So
yeah,
who
the
wants
safe
to
that's like a
do-
24.
We're gonna go through our sponsors real quick, and I want to make sure everybody knows about them because we got some really exciting stuff going on tonight. But also, then we'll jump into a recap, and then we will change our pants.
Yeah.
Remember all of the
Yeah.
particulars about what we're actually dealing with here. Okay, so first off, hey, I really want to throw out some shout outs and thank yous to our sponsors out there. We have new sponsor this week, and I really want to throw it out there. I am an early backer and huge supporter of Starfinder in general. So Grimmer Space went insane on Kickstarter and has had just so much backing. And I swear they've got to be like throwing stuff at the wall at this point. They've got so many stretch goals going. They've just got amazing stuff. Grimmer Space horror campaign setting set in the Starfinder universe. And for those of you who have played Starfinder or Pathfinder out there, you'll know that it is just a really fun atmosphere to get into, and it has so much depth to explore to begin with. But then you bring in all the layers of horror, sci-fi into it, calling out some classics, Alien, Predator, things like that you might draw influences from to draw into your own campaign for just to really set an ambiance. And you know what? All I got to say, in space, no one can hear you scream. That's where it's at, right there. I know I'm dating myself. That's a really old reference, but
That sounds really good. Did you make that up?
I'm with you.
I
I'm with
did.
you.
You should trademark. You should trademark that
Oh man,
before somebody takes
I'm
it.
right.
In the late 80s.
You should, yeah.
late '80s. Oh, I'm older than that.
I mean, I was
Okay,
born in '87. I know it.
I know it.
That was the first Alien. Okay, so which we actually in
wasn't
season
that-
1 we did some influences from Alien, so really on brand. Second sponsor, we've got Fantasy Grounds. We have had so much fun with Fantasy Grounds, and you're being able to bring in maps from personal favorite artist of mine, Gabriel Pickard, and be able to put that on screen so everybody can see it and keep everybody tactical when we need to be tactical. It's a fundamental part of learn to play D&D is understanding movement and combat maneuvers and everything else that go into it, which if you've been involved in any of the tabletop stuff with figurines or even just virtual tabletop, you'll know that can really, really bog down your game if it's not done right. So Fantasy Grounds, great tool and visually impressive, super intuitive user interface. And we thank you very much for allowing us to use this on your stream. Next, we have waylandgames.co.uk. They are a fantasy gaming store which you can buy all of your figurines for tabletop RPGs or for war games. If you're into Warhammer 40K, they've got a great selection up there. Mention Encounter Roleplay, and we will get you a 20% discount with them. Check out their website. They got some great stuff on there. And last but certainly not least, I'm in love with Tabletop Loot. It's they've got some great dice. Again, they're the only thing on my tabletop right now. And I won't mention any other dice companies that I might currently be angry at, but Tabletop Loot is not involved in that kind of garbage. So thank you very much, Tabletop Loot, for being an amazing sponsor and for providing us with amazing gaming accessories. With that, wow, you guys. Oh, hey, real quick out there, retweet. I want to do the giveaway so bad. I want to give people free dice from Tabletop Loot. So 20 retweets, and we'll give away a set in chat during the stream. Also, guys, if you're watching, I really hate soliciting bits or anything like that, but I'm not sure there's enough purple 20s on screen to get us through this. Because we're about to. What are we doing here, guys? What's the recap?
Thanks for the confidence, GM. That's a fun.
Yeah, that's
fun pep talk.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, come on.
Listen, at the very least, Malachar has Dimension Door. He'll live. We all die. It's fine.
He's not the only one. Bye,
I'll rise
y'all.
it too.
Wait, does Dimension Door only work for one person?
No.
You can take
One
one person
other.
with you.
person to
One
your
creature-
size.
One creature of your
All right.
size. Yeah.
All right,
Or
so we leave
smaller.
Fane. We're all agreed, right?
Fane will
Hands in.
stay and die for everyone.
Arcadie's like, yes, as long as I live, this is good.
Yes.
But
I have a
legitimately.
question. Are the little crit 20s purple, or am I colorblind? Because they look really blue to me.
They
Blue?
look like purpley blue to me.
They're
Okay.
epic, so they've got to be purple, right? It's a standard color scheme.
They look like a purpley
Okay.
blue.
I
You
don't
know,
know,
they're
the button on your chest there also
It's
looks
like
purple.
an
to me.
indigo.
yeah, like an indigo. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
They look pretty hardcore
Well,
deep
you
blue
know,
to me.
yeah.
But
Red for one. Thank you, Lindy. We are blue. We are all blind.
Well,
By
listen,
all,
We all?
Lindy says they're blue, and we love Lindy, so we
We-
believe Lindy.
Lindy knows what she's
but
talking about.
Is it? Is it?
it's okay. I will really appreciate Nat in his ability to correct the DM without me looking like I'm wrong.
Can he do that? I've never
no,
seen him do
but
that.
the thing is,
Yeah,
I
that-
actually have some color blindness, so I was like, oh no, is it me?
No, it's me. Yeah, I'm on a 4K display, and I still can't tell. Okay, so
Fine.
purple 20s, double down. Yeah, you always double down on a 20, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Okay.
sometimes you just gotta.
Are we just
Don't
stalling at
look
this
like
point?
Yes.
I feel like
Yes.
what are you doing wrong,
All
guys?
your deaths. We
Maybe
do
a little
not
bit.
want this. We want
There's
This is
none
what
of
happens
that.
when I leave for 1 week.
We'll
I take
work
a
our
long
way
nap
up to it.
one
Let's
time.
start with where we began last session.
I just want to know how unhappy Fane is right now that he has both the healers. He is so unhappy because he's like, what are the rest of them going to do? There was a dragon. Why do I have both of them?
It'll be
So where did we start
something.
last session? We started
Well,
out with you chose to take a short rest, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Instead of a
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
rest. Yes, we're
Yep.
very aware.
Good decision number 1.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
it
well,
seemed very important that we move quickly because there was a giant army of undead marching on this village and potentially elsewhere. And we were like, well, if we can get to the surface quickly, we can keep the apocalypse from happening. And that
I
seemed
mean,
more
I-
important than sleeping for 8 hours
Correct.
at the time.
That's fair.
Yeah,
At the time.
yeah.
Now,
In
not so much.
retrospect,
Hindsight
Okay.
is 2020. Fuck the world.
Believe Mercury is in the red. Yeah.
So then we went through and investigated the library, right? What did we find in the
Yeah.
library?
books.
Some books, maybe a little bit of
Prophecy.
information. We were also told
Oh,
about
some really
prophecy.
neat fungus.
Some neat fungus, yes.
Yeah, it's true. I forgot about that. Yeah.
And there was something about a prophecy that could help
Yeah.
decode.
Oh
mean,
yeah,
some
but I
kind
don't
of
really
prophecy.
get
I mean,
that.
who
So
knows? I mean, who really believes in prophecies anyway? Come on, like seriously.
You should read a book sometime, Finn.
Something
This
about
guy.
lasso tap and resting on brow of a rule. I mean, come on, that's nothing.
Actively
Nothing to
searches for
worry about.
prophecy in notes.
Yeah.
I literally just scrolled up in Discord and found it.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm opening Discord right now. So we have a
I'm just going
Discord.
to do this
Cool kid.
copy link
It's
and
like-
just repaste it for everyone. There we go.
I
You're
just
the
rewatched
best.
it this morning, and I'm just, ah ha ha ha.
Aha.
So we'll read that
Yep.
again when it becomes relevant. But okay, so we got a prophecy that led to some decisions about what was going on, a lot of debate about what happened in the library, and then we found some tracks, and then Arcady realized, oh, hey, there's a track.
Yeah, exactly.
He started following them back out because he met us down there from a different direction. So seems likely that he came from the surface. Maybe that'll get us back. Then we found where the tunnel was flooded. Arcady has no recollections of how he got down there. He was divinely inspired on how to find it because otherwise, I mean, how's he really going to get there? And Malakar had the brilliant idea, and I emphasize brilliant idea, of water breathing for the party for 24 hours, which is great because otherwise, good luck swimming through that.
You know, it does occur to me that him not remembering the water may have been our first clue to go a different direction.
Yeah, like
Maybe.
probably.
Mistake number 2 on the list.
Then
Recurse.
again,
Somebody's right. Somebody's
then
writing
again,
this
remember
down.
nothing.
There are no
Fine.
mistakes.
You say that.
Just happy accidents.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
on the other side of that screen.
We found ourselves in an underwater cavern, in near pitch black, with a brilliantly bright beacon for anything that might be off in the distance to know exactly where we were. Which, yeah, I mean, hey, that works for anglerfish, right? So maybe you guys have lured something into your trap.
I don't think so.
Okay, so you make your way along the ledge on the edge of a chasm underwater. The water is much colder off the edge of the chasm, and it fades out into the darkness. You see nothing in the distance, and after a while, you start seeing flashes from out there, lines streaking across your vision, and there was something that buffeted you with a water current that made you almost fall from the ledge. So you were being very cautious, and you dimmed the lights. And then you could see that there were more flashes once your eyes had adjusted to the darkness. You come to a landing with a massive doorway bound in iron and magically cured against the elements, and a stairwell off into the abyss. You guys had the idea to open the doorway rather than venturing into the abyss.
Mistake number
Mistake
3.
number 3. Put it on the
It was
list.
best idea. What are you talking about? Come on, this is the greatest
Mistake
idea
number
we've ever
3.
had.
See, and this is where, you guys were talking about me leaving you underground forever. But, I mean, I put this giant doorway here with a view of the surface to get straight back to the upper city as a choice. So that if you chose to go down into the abyss, that it was a player choice. Unlike last season where I locked you underground and fed you to the bad guys.
This seems perfectly normal. Yeah.
Yep.
But like all things in D&D, nothing comes easily. There has to be some rolls and some checks. So as the door opened, it tried to sweep you off of the ledge. Well, you guys were remarkably successful at not falling with, one exception. Fane might have a proclivity for sinking over swimming. And it might have something to do with heavy armor.
On. Yeah, heavy armor everywhere. Come on, what are you talking about? Come on.
And carrying me.
Yes, carrying Hallow. I mean, that's really where it's not the armor at all. Fane is
Honestly, it was probably a dumb move to do it. Yeah.
super strong fighter.
I mean, don't get it twisted. She's slight, but still.
It's about awkwardness, trying to swim with a person over your shoulder. You start swimming in circles, and it's terrible.
The other thing Fane forgot was that he had free natural 20 just sitting at the top right over
Other side.
here.
Yep.
There it is, right there.
Yeah.
Well, you'll need it today.
On the bright side, yes, you will have it for today, right? Because
That's
as
very
you're
true.
falling to the bottom and sinking in the muck, I thought you were raising your hand. Oh, Sneak.
Oh no, I'm trying to hold my my
She's
20.
holding
Like,
her
they're mine.
I don't
Wait,
have
I
it.
am. I am.
Nobody
bad
buys
at
the 20s.
Don't buy the
Okay,
DM 20s.
Do not
Do
buy
not.
the DM.
Do not.
You're free
no.
to do what you want, but don't do that.
Buy the player's natural one.
Corey!
No.
Whose side are you
Don't do
on?
that. What are you doing? Wait, hold on. What are you telling them to do? That is not a good idea.
Wait a minute, you guys,
Like-
you do know that.
Chat, don't listen to him. He's a mean man.
Yeah, he's
I'm taking my heart.
He's a
Are
mean
the
man.
natural
taking my
ones
heart.
only for me to use? Or can the players choose the enemy like the what's the precognition wizard
Oh,
ability?
the portent.
Portent roll. Can you make the opponent roll a natural one with those? I mean, I think I'd interpret that either way, really. If you guys wanted to make your opponent roll a one at an extremely opportune moment.
Okay, I'll just make Fane roll the ones. It'll be funny.
I mean,
But chat,
at this point.
chat,
this
I am pulling my heart out of its metal socket and holding it in my hand for you. You are on the decision point of a precipice here. Make the right call. Choose wisely.
You know what to do.
It's-
You know what to
I
do.
mean, you know what to do.
yes, the right thing to do is retweet, guys. So retweet.
Yes.
Because the party, while trying to climb up out of the abyss, I mean, Arcady had some pity and said, okay, I'm not going to go with the party that's obviously going to survive. I'm going to go into the pit and die with Fane. I mean, rescue Fane from the abyss, even though he's already got a cleric. So they fall to the bottom of this pit, and Arcady starts walking down the wall because, well, Arcady's got some tricks. And they start climbing back up, and suddenly another buffet of water comes by, and then there's some things coming right for them, and next thing you know, they're being strung along by their ropes that they were using to keep Hallow from sinking to the bottom. And
What's
so
going
they're
on? Hello? What are you doing?
Fane, you need to get your feet in the stirrups if you're going to ride a dragon like that. I mean, it's not a dragon. It's not a dragon. It's a monstrosity.
That's true. Yeah. Sometimes you
Which-
just got to ride that monstrosity.
If only. No, that's right. That's right. Suniva has a spear of beast command, right? That won't help.
Yeah,
Right.
that is what we came up with.
Okay, no.
Yeah, water beasts. Yeah. A beast that have swimming.
No. We, DM and I have reworked what I had originally. So
It was originally a trident of fish command.
Okay.
which was ridiculous and awesome, but Suniva can't actually use tridents. So
Yep.
Yes, because yeah.
it is not a monk weapon.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
For the people watching and learning to play, why is it not a monk weapon?
Oh, because you have specific weapon proficiencies with the monk class, simple weapons, short swords, but no other martial weapons, which the trident is. So I would not have been able to use it with my proficiency bonus. And also, it is a strength-only weapon, not one that you can use with your dex mod. And Suniva ain't that strong. So
No, we
not
made
the
some
best
custom-
choice of weapon for them.
We made some custom arrangements and changed the trident of fish command into the spear of beast command. And It still functions as a +1. It's magic
cool.
and all that awesome stuff, but it has some perks if we ever come across a beast in Ravnica.
Still works on a polar bear. That's what's important.
Yeah.
However, so the other half of the party who decided to swim in through the doorway, they did not fall off. A couple of them used their swim check to not sink into the abyss when they were swept off. Went through the door. Malachar, chief among them, who passed not only his dexterity check, but was also right there, was walking right in. And, well, it's no longer Malachar. We've been taking to calling him Metallicar because random
still
wild
Malachar.
I call him Mega Deathikar, okay? Just saying.
Oh. You know what Lars would do to you.
To be fair.
Probably cry.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
That's a good song.
Oh, for whom the bell tolls, right? I think that was a season one.
Definitely today for whom the bell tolls.
Tolling the dead all season one. Oh, okay. Metallicar is standing there like the literal lightning rod as his Mizium self stands there and takes the brunt of a full-on lightning dragon breath. And somehow through insane Izzet abilities drops what would have been fatal for literally anyone in the party to manageable at 8 hit points.
Like 8 damage.
8 damage.
I
That was
to take 8 damage.
Could anybody have survived 63 damage? I think maybe Fane.
Yeah, barely. Just
No,
barely.
brag about it.
I mean, I'd be unconscious, but
Yeah, I got 52.
I'd
my
be
max.
conscious, but barely.
I
Fun
am
fact about
a wizard
lightning.
who specializes in protection magic. So, I get to you bullshit like that.
Wizard is
Fun fact
Hank.
about lightning breath, it is a line attack rather than a cone attack. So if it were
Yeah.
lined up, anybody else can hit multiple targets at full damage, which is brutal, especially when you're talking about that much damage. But tanks it like a champ. Unfortunately, the dragon decides that is a very big shiny right there. Mizium being very valuable, swoops in, places Malachar at the top of a pedestal amongst its collection, and then sort of chills out. While Spectissa and Suniva make their way into the chamber stealthing. A little Scooby-Doo stealthing, but stealthing nonetheless.
yeah, not very well.
I mean, expected all right? If I'm remembering
I think we rolled like a 13 and a 16 or something,
Yeah.
which is,
16's
going to be
all
great
right.
against a dragon's perception, I'm sure.
Dragons
Blind sight of 30 feet.
terrible passive perceptions. So
This dragon is farsighted, so you're totally fine.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, he only has blind sight of past 80 feet. Anything past 80 feet, no problem.
yeah, definitely farsighted. He can see the future.
Oh,
Oh no, okay, I'm just kidding. All right, so we find the party split. There are 3 of you with the dragon and 3 of you being drugged through a chasm with we're going to go with Behir, though I have not found a Behir in the Magic the Gathering cards. I have found some similar creatures that I'm not going to disclose just yet, but I will be using the Behir stat block for anybody who might be terrified about that. When I put this together later on, it'll be a little more play tested and balanced with a custom creature, but that's what I had on the fly.
I forgive you for this heinous lore mistake, Corey.
yeah. Listen, I forgive you for the terrifying life that I am about to go through.
You guys should really save your forgiveness up for later. I'm probably going to need it.
Matt Celestia,
maybe.
forgive so that I do not have to.
I hold my action to give you later.
Now, just for clarity, the entire party has told me that character death is a trigger. No,
I
I'm
don't-
just
that's
kidding.
not
I'm just kidding. No? Okay. Well, it's I don't like killing characters, but I don't think there's a nice way of saying that this is an absolutely lethal encounter, and there are multiple ways to resolve it, both in and out of combat. So I am very excited to see which way you guys go. And with that, we're gonna jump right in.
Yay.
Whew. Oh, yeah.
Whew.
Here we go.
Totally fine, y'all.
That was it right there. Okay. All right. So we are going to start with the dragon. The scene is set that the dragon is coiled with its tail resting below its head, and it stares at its metallicar on top of a pillar shaped like a sword, very similar to the ones that you have seen below with the runes carved inside of them. Overhead, the sunlight filters through down into the depths where you are. The light is yellowish green. The water is absolutely clean and fresh, not salt water. And the flashes of lightning arc overhead what appears to be a little over 1,200 feet to the surface.
I believe I have invoked dancing lights upon me to make me glitter extra alluringly.
Sparkly.
And I'm going to, as I show off, communicate mentally to Saniva. Saniva, you need to get out of here as quickly as possible right now. Forget the rest of them. They're probably dead. Just go.
What? I can't just walk, not walk away. I can't just swim away while you are still down here, or while the others are stuck down here.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And I might be able to save Spec, but you need to get out of here.
Well, I'm not leaving any of you.
That's a really annoying stance to take. Can you just please let the morals lapse for a moment?
I mean, I am here to help keep everybody here safe. So if I am just leaving while you are, facing a freaking dragon, then I am certainly not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and this is what I do.
I'm not in danger. I'm going to be fine. I just need you to get out of here so that I can properly enact a plan, okay? I have this under control. Please.
I will try to see if I can help get Spec someplace safe.
Delightful.
Be careful.
Never. As I continue to show off my sparkliness.
I think I shall call you Trinket.
Looks at his big teeth. Can I visually what does this dragon look like? I feel like before it washed over, I didn't get a super good look at it.
So, as you're looking at it now, it is smooth-skinned, similar to a porpoise rather than scaled. It has fins coming off of its of the sides with gills behind it. It has like catfish whiskers.
Huh.
It's sort of a bluish white, and it has darker blue streaks along the top, going lengthwise along its body, and the fins are sort of blue spines with red finials between.
I smile, say, with a smile like that, looking at its giant maw. You can call me whatever you like.
You feel the whip turn a little bit of just up a little.
What's your name?
Drink it. A dragon has no name.
Sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep distracting and stalling for the time being, at least.
What is Suniva doing?
Well, I guess I am going to trust that Malika has some sort of plan to get out here safely. I know he is very good at taking care of himself, at least. So I'm going to see if there looks like to be a way that maybe Spectissa and I can start making our way upwards, right? Because we had established last week going up seems like a relatively safe thing to do, and there seems like no way to like open the doors, really, right? Or certainly not to do it discreetly.
Open the doors to get in.
Malikar magicked the door.
Oh, that's right. Dispel magic.
Yeah, that.
So
It
I don't know
should
if
be
it's like,
openable. It's just heavy and in water. You know.
yeah. So I think the only place we can go right now is up. So I will try to quietly convey to Specs that I think we need to try to get up as quietly as we can. Malakal says he has a plan, so I think he will be okay if we can just get away from this dragon, and then we can try to get back down and get the others or something.
She turns to you and nods and begins swimming upward in the direction you gestured, trying to stay behind the pillars as much as possible.
Yeah, okay, so I guess we will try to start making our way upwards, keeping the pillars like between us and the dragon.
Okay. And with that, we are going to flash over to Fane, Arcady, and Hallow being dragged through the water at the ends of their rope. Well, I mean, Hallow at the middle of the rope, right next to the mouth of this thing. And Hallow, you're
Yes.
unconscious still, but not for long, because this thing slams you headlong into a rock. Sort
Are
of.
we going to follow concussion protocol on that?
That sounds like an optional rule that's not listed in the PHB, and I am not familiar with. How does that work exactly? Let's
I don't know. Ask the NFL.
complete cover up then. Sorry, shots fired. Okay. No, so you're just going to take 1d6 falling damage effectively for the bludgeoning. And
You're fine. Don't worry about
only
it.
2 points of damage as your head slams off the side of a stalagmite. Rock goes sailing towards the bottom. Your head proving harder than it, apparently. But that does bring you to consciousness. And the last thing you recall was a certain dream sequence.
Oh no.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
One hell of a
But
dream.
suddenly, you're here, you're tied up, and you're being dragged through these rocks and through the water by an enormous maw of this scaly, 8-legged snake alligator lizard thing.
Cool.
As you come to, blood coming from the side of your head, streaking away behind you in the water, you are met eye to eye with a glowing, hourglass-shaped golden pupil.
Ooh.
Can I see? So I know that I'm tied up. Can I see like where the rope goes, or am I just
You
like
see-
wafting in the breeze?
There are two leads, one going through its mouth, the other going off behind you. And as you follow the rope, you see 15 feet behind you, Fane holding on for dear life, flopping back and forth as his cape and his armor keep like thrashing him about.
Well, I don't want to go through the mouth. Can I try to pull myself towards Thane or like bring myself down the rope?
So I imagine that as they secured you so that you wouldn't fall while they were climbing, that they tied it to your pack in a secure fashion. The question is, did they tie it in a slip knot type fashion that would be something you could undo? And my guess would be to avoid it hanging up on outcroppings, probably not.
It's probably fair. Cool. This is fine.
I'm sure as a cleric, you have some sort of bladed item that could cut this rope, right?
I do. I'm going to try and pull my spear, that is a spear, from my back and try to cut myself loose.
I'm watching you. Don't even try.
Where are you cutting the rope? Between you and the mouth, or between you and Fane?
Oh God. I guess I'll start with between me and the mouth.
Life choices.
That is a good decision.
As you bring the blade up, the eye changes focus towards the blade. And it changes direction that it's swimming away from the eye reflexively. And you sort of fly outward. But the way that you sort of fly outward from it, the cheek holding against you, the rope holding you against its side, and the blade slams into its jaw and cuts the rope free between its teeth. And you are immediately, and Fane are also immediately stopped with the pulling through the water and begin floating slowly towards the bottom. Arcady, on the other hand, following the end of the spaghetti.
Oh no.
And he continues to be dragged through the abyss at an alarming rate away from you. Further.
I don't know if it's possible, but could I draw my crossbow and try to fire at that piece of rope that's holding him there? I don't know.
Oh jeez.
Half range. Half range.
1 in a million chance.
Oh, half range. What is my crossbow's range? 80 feet normally, so I can fire at half range, max 40.
Yeah, max 40, 20 feet for your disadvantage beyond 20 feet. I would say that the rope is 15 feet, but it is a huge creature, so you could potentially shoot it somewhere in the hindquarters as it's turning.
So I could try.
You can try and take a shot, absolutely.
Okay, I'm trying to save Arcady, even though I don't like him because he's Orzhov. I will still try to save him. Let's go.
I mean, on the bright side, you have plausible deniability because he's behind the Behir that if you were to accidentally shoot Arcady.
I forgot to roll disadvantage, but with the disadvantage, it's still 9.
Yeah, so your bolt goes sailing off into the darkness and sinks to the bottom.
Oh,
Harmless.
that is not good.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm
Katie, what would you like to do?
Yes. So, before I go in character, out of character question, your DM inspirations, is it like advantage on our roll, or can I impose disadvantage on a roll of the enemy?
It is advantage on your roll. It's effectively a re-roll. And the benefit of DM inspiration is that when used in conjunction with advantage, you actually re-roll with advantage because you're re-rolling the entire roll.
I see.
So
and it's my rolls. I can't.
Advantage in DM inspiration.
Okay, so I can't impose a re-roll on someone else's roll, for example, an enemy.
No, not on this.
Okay.
On the encounter role play natural ones and natural 20s that they can buy for bits, that one I would say you can impose upon somebody else or gift to other people as well.
Okay. Well, in that case, I still have to try it. I assume I see that these two are left behind, right? As Hallow cuts the rope. With my...
Roll me a perception. You're being flopped around. You're on the opposite side of the beast, and you're tied to the rope. The rope might have given you a jolt, and you might be potentially looking in the right direction to see them fall behind.
Okay, well, 13 perception?
13 will do it. So as you're actually, it turns, it ends up being that you start falling downward just a little bit, just enough to see them falling off into the background, and Fane pull out his crossbow and take a shot that's right past your eye. It nearly caught you. Someone should teach him that's not a toy.
Yeah, no. Well, in that case, I'm going to attempt and cut my own rope.
Yes. You have a moment of slack as you are on the inside of a sharp turn.
Yeah. So, at 9 with my spear to hit the rope. Probably doesn't do much.
Oh, that's
No, that was a 10 AC
rough.
inanimate object. That's a miss.
Great.
So in the sudden shift and the arrow blazing past you, you're just a little too distracted and you miss the rope with your spear. On the bright side, it could have been worse. You could have dropped it. You could have, accidentally stabbed this thing and decided that you were tastier than the rope. I don't know.
Fair enough.
That. Okay, so you are still being drug off into the darkness. And that is where we're going to leave that. And we're going to jump back over to Malachar doing a sparkle dance.
Sparkle dance.
Somebody
Take me a
gift that,
performance
please.
check, DM.
Thank you.
Sparkle dance.
That needs to be gift.
You're so sparkly.
What should I make a performance check if I'm sparkle dancing so vigorously?
You're clearly proficient with it.
This can't go anywhere but up.
You are
nowhere but up. That's a 9.
That is not that proficient.
What's wrong with all the 9s?
He's just doing the robot.
You've done some impressive dancing in your time. Some of it even in weightless spaces, but never with the resistance underwater.
I tell you, Malachar has a very storied past as a go-go dancer.
I want to live to hear that tale.
I mean, practice.
Let's see.
It's like talking about the water and the being a construct now, and the dragon is just throwing off my groove.
I mean, I would have said that Malachar always performs better under pressure.
Under pressure. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so as you are dancing, you see Suniva and Spectissa swimming towards the surface, and the dragon is not particularly looking in that direction. But you hear in your mind, Malachar, you're going to have to dance better than that to save your friends.
What, should I get lower?
This dragon has just been really bored for like a really long time.
Oh my god, how long has this dragon been alone? Locked in that door. We
doesn't
opened
have
the
an-
door
it
and his
doesn't-
family came in. So he's been alone
It
for a
doesn't-
while.
It doesn't have a name, so obviously it doesn't get enough social time. Otherwise, it would have a use for one. It's entertained by my 9 dancing. He's a little forward.
That's
Also?
almost average dancing, though.
Yeah.
Almost average.
I mean, I can pull off a 9, okay, and I can't dance
On a good day.
yeah, on a good day. Most of the time, it looks like a fish out of water. You just like throw a fish on the dance floor, and I would lose in a competition.
Oh, I have a dumb idea. Illustrious dragon friend. Maybe I could perform better if you could provide us with some music.
Hit that fantasy boombox.
Hit it.
Maybe you would be a place to ask if you were to offer something in return. I have been trapped here for quite some time.
You want to like share a meal or something? Like I go for a bite to eat. I've been underwater for like 6 hours, and we don't eat down here that well. We could we could have an emotionally touching time where we get to know each other. I could give you a name if you want one, or not.
There is power in names.
Give me a fake one. Let's you. I can. It can be illustrious dragon friend if that's what you're about.
It has a certain ring to it.
All right, illustrious dragon friend. What are we eating? I like spaghetti.
I had something more in the mind of freeing me from this prison.
Can you elaborate on that for a moment?
I have been besieged. You seem impervious. Free me from this cell, and I shall grant you your freedom.
So you want the door open?
In a manner of speaking, the Guardian is more my concern.
Oh, the evil anglerfish thingy.
I, as you understand, ask for my children, not for myself.
Sure. So if I'm getting this clear, I can jump down here, hit the ground, open. If I can get the door open, I can help you murder this guardian, and then you'll let me share a dinner with you and my friends. Go.
I would not say share a dinner is accurate.
Are you saying you want to eat me? Because, like...
That would be quite undigestible.
That's what I thought. I'm just a little confused. Just like, okay, do you want to... If you eat the Guardian, or whatever you want to eat, as long as it's not my friends, I don't actually have any objection to it. There's literally 4 people in this world I don't want you to eat. 5 people in this world I don't want you to eat. 4. You could probably... Anyway, 5 people in this world I don't want you to eat. Everybody else, go ham.
I see you are very wise and experienced in dealing and trading with dragons. I will accept your offer of assistance.
Delightful. illustrious dragon friend, we have a deal, and I'm going to turn on my heel and jump off the pillar towards the door, sinking rapidly.
Very rapidly. In fact, you might even consider that it's a little bit more rapidly than you might expect, being that you're made of solid metal now. And you plummet like an anchor.
I have a backpack.
That makes you lighter?
Compared to my core density, yeah. It's about density, not weight. Gotta keep this in mind. Remember that science class.
Yeah. You should inflate your bag. Definitely. Okay, so you clank to the ground and go kicking through the coins and the various pieces of riches that litter the floor in this area. And make your way towards the door. And realize that Suniva and Spectissa are quite a ways away swimming towards the surface.
Yep, I'm good with that. They're safe.
Because I imagine
Does
you
the door-
probably wouldn't be able to have heard like that whole conversation, right? It was all telepathic with the dragon.
Yes, it was all telepathic. As well, it could not hear your conversation.
Also important.
Well, that's how telepathy works, right? It's not like a language, it's a directed communication.
Should I would like to try to open the door. What would you like me to do for that?
Well, it seems to be a puzzle that you circumvented before but did not solve.
True. But it hasn't actually been that long since I dispelled it.
Say it again.
What was that?
You
It hasn't actually
dispelled
been
it.
that long since I dispelled it, yeah. So like theoretically it shouldn't be working magically right now. Hopefully.
I generally rule in the favor of the players, and in this case, I think I'm going to do the same. How I designed it was that it was a prison door that, much like the other runes, this was going to require a blood sacrifice to open.
I don't have that anymore.
Oh no.
Blood sacrifice.
And that's
Good.
why I'm going to. There's literally no way, as written, for Malachar to solve this without
That's funny.
going and retrieving his friends to sacrifice them to the door. So I will say that the door is still dispelled.
All right. Given that I probably need a little more leverage to open the door, I'm going to cast Alter Self to my apparatus to give myself a swim speed.
All right, and
Little boat
again,
engine.
how does the apparatus deal with potential failures?
As Ultra Self is a second level spell, I need to get a 14 Arcana check to successfully cast through the Mizim apparatus. If I fail, I roll on this table I have here, which would be a D6, and I have a chance of casting one of any of the 6 spells on that table. However, I rolled a 26 Arcana, so that doesn't happen right now.
I think you've got like a plus 14.
I have a plus 10, so the chance of failing on a level 2 spell is quite low.
Yeah, it's very low. So you cast Alter Self, and
I like the tugboat engine concept. I think I like start chugging, and I get like a little propeller.
Yes. That's
I love it so much.
You're a little yellow submarine.
Little blue submarine, and I'm going to use that to grasp the doors and pull them open.
You're like one of those mechanopods with the arms, and you open the doors before you. And it's a little like out in your you've got like spotlights coming off the front.
Yeah, actually, I cast Ultra Self and I was turning into a submarine, guys. It's nothing else.
I mean, that's kind of the best choice.
So as you go piloting in through the now open door down in towards the depths, you can You're still human, though. And you can only see as far as your lights can shine.
And I had an idea for that. I'm gonna use my measuring apparatus, and I'm gonna cast Dark Vision, which is a spell.
Yeah.
Who knew?
It is indeed.
And that is
I
a
definitely-
14 on an Arcana check, so I just barely.
Oh,
Dark
Definitely
vision.
heard Dork
Whoa.
Vision, which I like better.
Yeah.
Dark vision.
I heard Dork Vision.
As you go wandering into the abyss with lights shining and then going out as you cast Dark Vision on yourself. We're going to jump back to the other party.
I mean, if it was Dork Vision, I'd be able to see all these clowns. Nothing.
Suniva, just real quick, Suniva, are you still swimming towards the surface?
I mean, at this point, would I have heard the doors start to open and been like, "Oh, scheiße, something is happening"?
You do feel like a change in water pressure, but you don't really feel, you don't hear anything per se.
Okay.
There's not no sound associated with it.
You might hear my
But
tugboat.
You hear the whirring of his
Oh, that's
motors.
true. I might hear like weird mechanical sound that wasn't there before.
Oh God, what is the dragon casting down there now? You turn around and look. And you
Oh
see this
God, Malika,
metal
What did he do to
apparatus.
Malachar?
no! Right? Yeah. I mean, like if I hear like weird noises happening or like feel the water changing, I'll look down and see what's happening. And if I see Malachar like opening the door back up with the dragon following him, I'm going to be like, I'm going to reach out telepathically to Malachar with the spy's murmur and go, what is going on?
Like I said, I had a plan. It's going great. I just need you to keep going to safety, okay? So I can keep doing my plan. It's an essential part of my plan. See, please.
But if you are you going back to the others? I can help.
Sineva, just this once, everybody is going to live. If you just let me do my thing. And I'd like to roll deception.
Oh snap! Yeah, so I got to roll an insight.
Everyone is going to live.
Totally fine.
This is not the first time, by any means, that Malachar has asked Suniva to just trust him on an acting plan, and it working out well. So you can roll deception with advantage.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Did you
Just
roll that with
credibility on the line, I mean.
advantage, Nat?
Oh, I think
I
she
mean, it
rolled.
doesn't really matter.
Wait, am I rolling deception advantage? I thought you were giving insight advantage. Did I mishear that?
No, deception with advantage because you have used this exact rhetoric before successfully.
All right, let's do the other half in Fancy Grounds.
It worked
Boom,
out
it's
well.
still a 13.
Even the 9 beats them.
Oh, yeah, sure. Wow.
Yeah,
Poor
that's,
Suniva.
No matter what she believes.
Honestly, from a Nat
Aw.
perspective, Nat is expecting Suniva to turn back, even if they believe Malachar, because that's just who Suniva is.
This is tough, but they don't want to make him angry either. This is really actually difficult.
So Suniva is not likely to be one who would flee in the face of danger and is not likely to abandon her friends. Seeing that the door is open and that Malachar is headed towards the abyss, towards saving the friends, circumstances have changed significantly. You do believe that Malachar has a plan, but you don't know where that is. Even in the perfect cone of communication that you sort of have where nobody else could interrupt it or overhear, he still doesn't tell you your part. So
Well, because I can tell that my pot is getting out of there, but I don't like that pot, especially not while Hollow is still somewhere unconscious, and the only reason she is here at all is because of me to begin with. So that just, does not feel quite right. But I will gesture but I encouraged her to come and join it. It's really all my fault. Trust me, DM. But yeah, so I'm going to tell Spec to keep going up, and to try to check on what is going on with Zaboros and to let him know what is going on with everything. And I'm going to start making my way back down, but still trying to stealth and hide about it.
All right. As you start making your way back down, you see illustrious dragon friend stare up at you, straight into your eyes. Its piercing glare. You are not part of the bargain, morsel.
Hello!
My name is Suniva.
And with that sort of wide-eyed glare back at the dragon, we're going to jump back over to Hallow.
Oh my lord.
One spear in hand, floating towards the bottom with a rope tied around your finger that you could potentially untie now, though, because the two ends are basically in front of you, and one of them being not tied to anything else.
Oh, I'll do that. I was going to cut it loose, but if it's easy to untie it, I will untie it.
Consider it object interaction part of your movement.
Yeah. Do I have anything that can make me swim? I don't think so. I don't. How far away is Arcadia at this point?
Try to swim. You don't have to have a swim speed.
I'm thinking, how far away is the monster / Arcadia at this point?
About 20 feet, which is why Bane got one shot.
All right, I'm just gonna start swimming and try to catch up so that I can cut Arcadia loose.
Okay. Roll me an acrobatics check.
Sure thing. Skills. How do D&D? Okay. Acrobatics. That's not bad. 15?
Oh, that's more than enough. Yeah, you're not wearing any super heavy armor or anything like that, so you managed to swim off at half your movement speed towards it, getting you, what, you have a 30 movement speed?
Ooh. Yeah, so am I close enough, because I have a spear, am I close enough to, like, try to reach out with my spear and cut his rope?
That is a reach weapon, yes.
Yeah. I want to try to do that.
Actually, I don't think spears have reach.
No?
No, it's long spear, I think.
Hikes.
It's not like a halberd or something.
And
Yeah.
halberd wasn't in the book. What I wanted was a halberd, and I couldn't find halberd in the book. So I ended up with spear, thinking that was as close as I get. Because there isn't a halberd.
Because I also have a spear, and it does not have reach.
Isn't there a halberd?
I couldn't find a halberd when I was looking. Is there?
Oh, there is one.
Because that's what I wanted. I couldn't find it.
Between a halberd and a glaive, and I chose for a glaive. But yeah, there's a halberd.
Yeah.
Best decision of your life.
Yeah,
I think the problem may have been that
reach.
I think the problem may have been that warlocks aren't proficient with halberds.
Yeah, because it's a martial
weapon.
Martial
weapon.
Yeah.
It's
Spears are
Spears are
versatile,
with
so you could do a two-handed attack for a little more damage.
Unfortunately, you cannot get in range of the head where you would need to be to cut the rope free, but the rope is about 10 feet long, hanging back from the head, so you definitely can get to where you can strike it, or you could hit Arcady.
I'm gonna not hit Arcady because I'm probably one of the only ones that doesn't have a problem with him. He's only been kind to me.
Clerics gotta stick together, right?
Clerics gotta stick together.
Yeah.
even though he doesn't trust me as far as he can throw me. I want to try. Yeah, I want to try to cut. Like, if I can cut the rope, I want to try to cut the rope, or I want to try to just like hold on to the rope to like get dragged along so I can cut him next time.
Sure. Both of the you move up and you sort of swim underneath and grab the rope right in front of Arcady, and both the clerics go swimming off into the darkness, leaving Fane to sink to the bottom.
Wait, I thought I was attached to her. I thought that she cut the rope from the monster, but we were still attached.
I didn't think that. No, I untied it.
Oh, I miss her. Okay, well, that's great. Bye.
I untied it.
Straight up untied to a dead weight and swam on.
This is why I might have only needed 4.
Just like, don't worry, I'll cut you out next. I'll cut you loose next time. Give me 6 seconds.
This
give
is
me
the
6
moment that
seconds.
Fane regrets being a fighter.
So unfortunately,
I want to save you, but I'm not using a spell slot.
oh,
Ouch.
I only have 2.
Limited love right there. So, seeing that you have both put yourselves right next to one another and have latched on in such a way that it's not expecting, it is going to attempt to use its constrict attack against Hallow.
I have a plan. Don't worry, I can fix this.
Starts around, curling back and wrapping in around you. It attempts with
I can fix
a
this.
20 to hit.
Oh, that's just gonna like barely hit. Just like
Yeah, it's just barely. It's nothing.
just barely hits. Hallow's got like a crazy AC with her studded leather armor.
Oh, Hallow's fine. Don't even need to worry about it. What are you talking about?
No, I can fix this. I can fix this.
You take 17 bludgeoning damage
Cool.
plus 17 slashing damage, and you
Less
are
cool?
considered
Okay.
grappled.
Okay.
Hello, what? No, stop. No!
Can I reach Arcady from where I am? Like, am I?
Yeah. Arcadia is still actually within your arms, but this thing is it's about 3 feet across in the middle, like a giant snake with 10 legs. I said 8 before. It's 10 legs, and it's wrapped around. I'm sorry, that's 12 legs. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Two
it's
of them
just
on
growing.
arm.
Cool. So like I'm like touching him, like cold, like holding on to Arcady.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna like grab him and cast Dimension Door back to where Fane is.
Okay.
I'm out. Let's go.
Well, there's a spell slot if you didn't expect it.
There's your spell slot.
One quick question on that. You are restrained. How does that impact somatic components?
I don't think it does.
I don't
Really
think it
does.
No, it's just verbal. Dimension Door is only verbal.
Verbal, I love it.
Yep.
You
Yar.
grab Arcady by the wrist, and a purple door appears in the midst of this construct, the constrict around you, and you just, as it's swimming forward, whoop, and it straightens out, and you are now appear in the water amid a burst of bubbles right next to Fane.
And I just
I
like
will save
puke up
you.
just
And Fane
draw just a
immediately
little bit of
attacks
blood
you.
because I just took a lot of damage. I'm just like,
Ow.
Where did you come from?
it's
What are you
it's
doing
okay.
here?
Where did you go?
Ow, that really hurt.
Thank you.
Everything's
It
fine. I
wasn't-
fixed it.
necessary, but thanks. And I turn around and see if the creature is like turning around as well and coming towards us.
It has swam on out into the darkness.
Okay.
All right, friends, we have to kill the guardian to make the dragon happy. Where'd it go?
As this little mechanical submarine comes up out of nowhere and starts talking to you over a loudspeaker.
Hi, it's Malakar. Magic's weird. We'll get back to that.
Magic is I'm gonna drink
so
my healing potion. Because I'm fucked up.
Sorry, Joyce.
I'm not doing
Sorry,
so
Joyce.
not doing so hot.
Oh no!
I think Saniva's safe. So is Spec. And we
Oh,
just
that was
gotta
horrible.
we gotta kill this thing so the dragon can let all of us go, except for me. But like that'll be fine.
The thing that was okay. It's gone. Maybe we shouldn't be in the middle of the water. Shall we just go up?
Yeah, we should probably.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yes.
Quick.
Yeah.
Malakar will help heavy armor people
Thank you.
ascend.
Oh,
Much appreciated.
that hurt a lot.
You okay, Hallow?
Yeah, I'm fine. She's not fine. But no,
Malakar
I'm
will
fine.
dispense
Don't worry.
out a little trail will pop out of Malakar's side with another healing potion.
Oh, oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Submarine Nakar.
Are you
Submarine.
Hello?
What?
Not a car. It's like nautical, but
You look a little bit hurt.
Nope, just a really unpleasant hug from whatever that is. I'll be okay. I think this should be good. I think.
Well, I am glad you
That
are
was
awake.
much better.
Because we were worried about you because you were sleeping for so long.
Yeah.
What? Like how? That's weird.
A few hours. Yeah, it was a while.
At least one whole, session.
Okay.
I think it was somewhere around 6 to 8 hours of time, somewhere around that. I'm not very good at time.
The fact that we were near a ruined tower and we are no longer near a ruined tower should be an indicator that you weren't really.
Well, I mean,
just saying.
Well,
that probably
you've got me there.
Around worth of talking. So you see, coming back towards you, charging a blue silhouette.
Oh,
perfect.
You're all sort of gesticulating wildly, clustered around this metal construct that's
Let's kill it.
Metallica. And suddenly, in this blue silhouette, you see that its eyes blot out, and a blue glow starts to grow and launches straight towards you. I need a dexterity saving throw from all of you.
Great.
Oh, that's an 11 right there.
Heck yeah!
I doubt you're all staying in an exact straight line. So each of you roll a d6 to find out which ones of you are in line of attack.
Oh well, that's a 6 right there.
2.
I had a 5, but I rolled a 21 on my dex save.
This is a high roll, right?
Yeah, no. It's the number that I roll is the target. And yeah.
Well, let's hope he rolls a 1.
Let's hope he didn't roll a 5.
For us.
I'm going to say that the 2 closest, because it's half the party, the 2 and the 5. I rolled a 1. It was going to be the 3 closest to the number I rolled. So that will be Hal and Arcady.
I rolled a 21.
Saving throw.
Actually,
21 is 21. Is
healers.
enough.
8.
It is not a successful dodge.
I figured.
Ooh,
That's
not
So-
good there.
So that is 33 points of damage for Hallow. And 66 for Arcady.
Thank
I am-
goodness.
Katie, conscious?
Thank
Fried.
goodness
Yes.
I healed that.
Okay.
Oh. It's been real, guys. My new character is
Shy.
going to be really cool.
Well, I think I get to say
Oh,
that slightly
no.
earlier.
I mean, in the first comment, I have recharged a breath weapon like this 3 times in my entire experience of playing 5e.
Here comes number 4.
That was the recharge. So it already used it at the end of last session against one of the dragon children.
Are we in initiative, or can I heal Arcady?
We are doing sort of non-structured, more theatrical combat for this, but because the parties are joining with each other and there's events happening, I've kind of been sticking to a order of people. So it would be Hallow, Arcady, Fane, Hallow, Fane, Arcady, followed by
Okay.
Nat, Sam, and Spectissa.
Okay.
So, that being said, Hallow, you are wanting to do something.
Yes, I would like to
You are at the
heal.
top of the initiative.
Okay. I'm going to heal Arcady with my only remaining spell slot.
Hmm.
See, you end up getting them both, so I hope you're happy.
Was that?
Very happy.
I'm not. That was a way to get out of here.
Well,
Fourth level
Yeah.
cure wounds is powerful. Come on.
16 plus
Ooh,
4, so
yeah,
that's
that is
20.
level.
20 HP for you, Arcady.
20, okay.
I do that because I know Arcady also has heal, so maybe he can heal me back. Maybe.
For sure.
Orzhov.
with my 3 remaining hit points. Just like,
Oh, but the code of Orzhov conduct means he now owes you a life debt. So like,
Fair enough.
cool.
That's interesting. I would have said that it was more like 3 important words: quid pro quo.
Yeah.
that's the entire code of Orzhov conduct. Is just those 3 words.
Yeah, right.
Makes sense.
It's a really
pretty
short
much.
book.
Yeah, the
Okay.
art of quid pro quo. Okay, so Hallow casts a heal on Arcady, and then will be Fane.
So, how far does this thing seem away from me?
15 feet.
Okay. Yeah. I'll.
Charging straight for you.
Yeah, I've got my crossbow out. I'll make a crossbow shot against it.
Fire away.
Well, that's an 8. I feel like that hits, right? Right?
Technically, the rules of underwater combat are that it would be at disadvantage, but I don't think we need to express that
Not a
here.
crossbow.
Not with a crossbow, yeah.
Crossbows are normal.
You're right. Crossbows are normal. Just looking at that post from Nat.
Yeah, crossbows are one of the few weapons that get normal, and that's what Vane has.
Normal approaching, they still automatically miss beyond short range.
Yes,
Well,
beyond
normal
short,
range.
but it's a light crossbow, so I get 80 feet, but I miss, and because it's a loading weapon, I do not get to fire again, even though I get 2 attacks normally. Yay!
Rough. Learning
Damn.
D&D.
No.
Loading weapons only get to fire once per action, so that's action and bonus action. If you have the ability to attack with a bonus action, you can attack again. But otherwise, you can't. Which means Bane can't do nothing more.
Ooh.
Ooh. From the Battle Master, that hurts. That hurts.
Big oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to hit to do any of my battle maneuvers, which I intended to do, but I missed. So
Great.
You could still attempt your movement with maybe an
Yeah.
acrobatic swim check, right?
yeah. I intend to move towards it. To at least try as I switch to my glaive to get into melee range.
Okay. Roll me an acrobatics check.
That's wonderful. Where's my acrobat? Oh, it's a +1. Okay, let's see how we do. That's a
Hey.
14.
That'll succeed. That's good enough. You successfully maintain yourself at a reasonable height and propel yourself towards the Bakir.
All right. So I'm at this point with my glaive out within melee range. Here's the question. I did fire with my crossbow, which is, I have 2 attacks, but I would pull out my glaive as my free action. Can I attack with it or no? Because I was within 15 feet, and swimming, I'd be able to go 15 feet if I succeeded.
I'm sorry, you're asking if you can attack again?
Yeah, because I normally get 2 attacks, but I did one with the crossbow, and then I switched to my glaive as my normal movement and free action to a weapon. It's fine if I don't. I'm just wondering if I can.
I'm inclined to say no because of the skill check to do the swim as well as the switching weapons.
Yeah.
Malakar, Nat, is there a specific ruling otherwise on that?
So here's the rub. He can totally do it, but he can't, as an injured object, both put away the crossbow and pull out the glaive. So we'd have to drop the crossbow.
Drop the crossbow.
That is
which is
completely
a choice.
true. Oh, actually, yeah. With allies in danger, he probably would drop the crossbow.
Yeah, I see no challenge on that. My worry is you were just talking about loading weapons.
That only affects the crossbow itself.
Yeah, that's just the crossbow.
In fact, if you can somehow fire 2 crossbows, you can go fire crossbow, grab crossbow, fire crossbow. It's very silly.
Yeah. But like I said, I am perfectly fine if it's a no. I was just asking.
I will go with that on the fly, and this how we're going to run it. So you can drop your crossbow, and you are moving successfully over to it. So that'll be the last thing you've got to do.
Yeah. I mean, that is literally the last thing I can do. So, well, that's a 15.
Negative.
Yeah,
negative.
So I've lost the crossbow, but at least my glaive is out and I'm right next to it. That's my turn.
On the upside, at least there's a crunchy meal in front of it instead of a squishy one.
That is true.
And we will all go down together.
Oh no.
No!
Okay.
Next will be Arcady, followed by Malakar.
So, Arcady will come back to consciousness, turn to Hallow. Thank you, twice. And attempt to move away from the group first. Is that acrobatics?
Towards the way or sideways from the
sideways from the creature, yeah.
Okay, so you begin strafing around and an attempt to get some distance between yourself and the rest of the party, and then you will...
Yeah, do I need to roll anything for that, or it just happens? Because heavy armor as well.
You're right, you also don't have a swim speed, so yes, it will be a roll.
Okay, acrobatics you said, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So 17, I assume that's fine. Yeah, and as I get to the place where I can get, I will put my shield in front of me, and the same pattern of dark and golden ribbon sprouts from it, as trying to entangle the creature as I cast slow. Wisdom saving throw. DC 15.
Let me look at slow.
It's a heck of a spell.
Mm-hmm. If it works.
One
so
question.
good, though.
Yeah, so it's...
If there's a size limitation.
I don't think so.
Probably not, but I want to make sure. Yes. 40-foot cube, so it's an AoE, doesn't even actually target it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
All
and I can
right.
choose who it targets, so I don't target Thane, obviously.
Perfect. All right.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't even know what you're casting, but hit me with it, whatever.
If I hit you with it, then you only have one attack for real, not because of your
Oh,
crossbow.
don't hit me with that. No, don't do that.
All right.
Casting
And
slow. What is going on here?
Tin, tin.
wisdom saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
15. Oh, this is taking too long. The suspense is killing me.
Don't forget to
Yeah.
retweet that tweet, everybody.
Fail.
We need
You
7
failed.
retweets.
Close the big here.
Yes. Okay, so she has these ribbons of gold sprout from the shield, and the moment they impact the creature, they turn to black and just constrict. And for the people watching, what it does, the spell is the creature now has a penalty of -2 to AC and Dexterity saving throws, can't use reactions, and on its turn can choose to either use an action or a bonus action, can't use both, and regardless of any multi-attack, can only attack once.
And if it casts a spell,
Game
you have to
changer.
roll a d20 to see if it happens next turn.
Yeah.
Well, 11 is the roll.
11 or
right?
higher, yeah.
It's a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, it's a coin flip.
Actually,
Very
technically.
nice.
Yeah,
Well
actually, no,
played.
11 is 50-50. Yeah, yeah. Whew. Yeah, so I was right. You were casting slow. Snicky, snicky.
Okay, so very nice. That means that this turn it can't bite, constrict, and swallow on Fane.
Very ideal.
I mean,
Oh,
come on, like
you're
Fane
getting
has
the game
a
ball.
dexterity save of +1. He would be fine. No, don't worry.
No problem. No worries. Okay, so next is going to be Malakar, followed by Saniva.
Hello, this is Natalikar Vessel 006, hailing Saniva. Are you seaworthy?
Was?
You wrote that down, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Did.
Saniva's very.
I love it so much. The SS
So yeah, I'm
Metallica.
trying to reach out to learn what is happening with Saniva, because Malakar is just checking to make sure she's still heading surface side.
As you look towards the door,
They're still heading surface side.
Saniva starts swimming out through the doorway.
I'm gonna lean over, telepath the dragon. This right here, this is one of the 5 people. In fact, this is almost all of the 5 people. So just like don't.
4.5 of the 5.
You then see the dragon swimming uncomfortably closely behind Saniva
Uh-oh.
out through the doorway.
I know I'm a submarine right now, but I am pointing at you.
This is the number 1 out of 5 people not to eat.
Uh-oh. This is
5 out of
not
5
good.
versions of 5 out of 5 versions of Malakar say no.
Mirror image.
Mirror image,
what is-
Natalikar, Skrect, all the aliases.
Duh. Yeah,
Anyway.
so
4 out of
I guess
5,
I'm
though.
swimming.
Okay,
So after
Malakar, what are
doing
you
that-
doing now that you see this?
Yeah, so after doing that comedy and communicating to the dragon my position on that, I'm going to turn to the Behir and open up my submarine tubes and cast magic missile.
Magic torpedo.
Yeah, that's exactly what they are.
I'm having a good time with this,
my
fam.
god! Matt,
I'm
take
picturing, like-
inspiration for this. This is amazing.
I'm
Thank
picturing
you.
the submarine-style Malachar to be like very kind of steampunky, like museum steampunk.
We may
Yeah.
need a few.
Oh, and I'm imagining like a cartoon
clips.
submarine.
I mean,
that's
that
gonna
too.
be
of the metallic car submarine.
Oh,
That is
Okay.
an impressive 15 points of force damage. Probably cast at second level.
Ooh.
Heck yeah.
All right.
And then I am going to start over towards Saniva.
All right. So you are retreating back towards the dragon. What
I
is
mean,
Short
I'm
doing?
also shooting, and then my submarine self will split open as say, "Demon spawn missile, go!" And he launches forward at the Behir, and he's going to laugh at it. And the Behir needs to make a DC 10 Wisdom save.
Oh my lord. Oh, short.
Sorry, DC 11.
DC 11 wisdom save. All right. That is going to be.
that moment when Fane realizes he can get a crossbow for free from the Boros Legion.
Yep, 12.
Throw them all away.
Okay,
Always
well,
drop
he
the
tried.
crossbow.
And then afterwards, Chort, after striking a pose and flying through the air very astutely, bonks into the back of Fane. Kong, grabs on.
What is it?
Mhm.
Oh,
I feel like your crossbow's the least of your worries, my dude. Just saying.
yeah,
So that was Mir.
Perspective.
All right. So I have set up the initiative order here. Let me just go ahead and move people around in there.
And as my turn, quote unquote, lapses, I'm going to take this opportunity to be right back because I need to be.
Yeah. I feel ya. Go, go, go.
Are you like a late night DJ? And now playing the
Yes.
songs you want to hear.
It's very true. It's kind of hurtful. A little bit. A little bit.
Late night radio.
Yeah, it's like, it's that kind of thing.
Late night radio.
Just call on in. Tell me what you want to hear.
Just call on in and tell me what you want to hear. We play all the songs you want.
Mostly the ones you don't.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. And perfect.
WAGD. We're all gonna die radio.
Suniva.
Your soundtrack
no.
to the end of your life.
And the greenish blue light from behind you as you start swimming through the door is suddenly shadowed. And you look back over your shoulder and you see this massive dragon swimming towards you.
Oh, hello! Just going to go help my friends. Hi, everyone. Oh, hello, we're all awake now. I don't know how far I am, but if my speed is like halved underwater, I can only move 20 feet. So
You note that it's not moving impressively fast towards you. However, 4 little spawnlings of this dragon go flying out like missiles in front of it, off into the abyss.
oh, okay.
That was weird. That probably won't come back to bite us later.
We'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Come on, let's keep going.
I'm going to focus on things that are like right in front of us that I can see at least. So yeah, I don't know how far I am away, DM, but I guess I'm probably gonna have to use my whole turn to swim.
About 120 feet, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's a ways.
Oh.
at like half speed underwater because
Swim,
I don't have a
Selena,
swim
swim.
speed, so I can
what is-
move like
You
40
actually
feet.
need to make an acrobatics check.
I do.
Mhm.
Sure.
Sam, does athlete apply to reducing swim
I
cost for
do
movement
not
too?
believe it does.
I don't think it does.
Okay,
No.
I couldn't remember. I was like, I know it does
You
give
wouldn't,
me
want,
should.
you wouldn't want strength to apply to.
Nah, it's just
yeah.
climbing.
It's funny because Fane was going to take the swimming speed thing, but instead he took climbing.
All right, that was acrobatics, you said, right, Corey?
Yes.
Dirty 20?
That
So
is
13
no
plus
problem.
7?
Yeah,
That's
no
nice.
problem.
What is
And I will
Selena's
argue
stroke of
that our
choice?
numbers for acrobatics for now are going to hold for the rest of the battle.
Nice.
Okay. So you are taking your full movement, dash, everything, and you get 45 feet. Yes, 45 feet, action, dash, and half speed and all that. Because you have 40 feet movement, right?
45 feet movement.
45
At full
feet movement. So that would be 45, 45, 90, 135. Let's bring that down to half. So, okay. That's going to get you 65 feet of movement, 70 feet of movement. No, 65 feet of movement rounded down. Am I doing math wrong here?
What?
Or you,
90.
Sam, were you
130.
planning on?
Step of the wind. She would have to
Yeah,
step of
were
the
you
wind.
planning on?
Yeah, I would have to step of the wind.
swing of the wind?
Right? Yeah, I guess it'll take me way too long. But that's the thing is I don't want to go through all my key points just to get there. Because even with step of the wind, I'm still only adding like 20 feet to a turn. So
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
We totally got this. We're holding it down.
right. I
until
will
we get here.
spend one key point this round to get another 20 feet closer, though.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Zen-
Got that
Zen-
Olympic
65.
swim speed going on.
Yeah.
So
Then it's
I
the
know. So I've
65,
really
yeah.
only gone like 65 feet.
Yeah.
Only.
So if you spend your action and dash, right?
So
That will
your
get
action
you-
is dashing.
Action and bonus
The
action.
dash, yeah.
Yes,
And
and
bonus-
that gets you 3 times movement speed, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
move plus action, and then
So
one
that's
key
130.
point to go
So
bonus
135
action.
is half to
135 half.
Step of the wind just lets me take the dash action as a bonus action.
with a disengage, which is nice.
No, or
It's one or the other.
Or
Oh no, yeah, it's or. Sorry, yeah.
And then it doubles your jump distance, which is very useful down here.
It's as if
Right.
the one class that I don't know that much about is monk.
Okay, so you get 65 feet. That's where we're at on this. Okay.
Yes.
A little over halfway. Next turn, if you repeat, you will be able to get all the way. Or if, the battle moves closer, Mike?
We'll see.
Who knows?
Okay, Spec is not following you.
I told her not to, so I mean,
makes
Yeah,
sense.
makes sense. Yeah.
It's a noble
Well, you
pursuit
did
to go
something.
warn the surface.
Wow, okay. That's cool. That was a natural 20. I like that. So, Spec, if
Women
you're
love
watching out
mouths.
there, your character just did something remarkable and unwitnessed by anyone in the party.
that's amazing.
That's awesome.
True heroism is doing the right thing. Well, no one's
Uh-oh.
watching.
Did you
Oh no,
And we've
but
lost
this
Corey.
Corey.
Oh no, I think we
Is
lost
Corey
her.
frozen for everyone? Oh no! DM
No,
is frozen.
Adrian!
No.
Megan's the new DM. We're just gonna move on. Megan, your DM.
Okay.
Go on.
The
Go on.
Bahir decides that it wants to pursue its life as a warrior poet and decides to just leave. And becomes a bard, and we all get to go back now.
Does it
Combat
use-
over.
But
Is it leave
But
loot
then
for
the
us?
dragon won't be happy with us because I told the dragon we'd kill the
Oh,
guardian.
so before
But
the
if the
Bahir
guardian's
left,
not guarding,
it talked to the dragon and was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna go pursue a life of the arts." And the dragon was like, "You know what? I respect that. Let's part
Yeah.
as unlikely friends."
Yeah.
And now we're
I like
all
it.
just out of initiative, and we are free to
Now-
do whatever it is we want to do.
Does the Bahir drop a +2 glaive? Just check.
You know what? It does. You know, it
but
drops
it's
does
plus
actually
two
a
items.
+2
Actually,
It
it's
drops
weird.
plus 2 items for everybody.
Wait,
Everybody.
Robes
gets
the
plus 2
Archmagi?
items.
Oh,
Yeah,
rope
absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah,
Staff
yeah. It
power.
drops plus 2
Drop
items
another
for
staff
everyone.
power for Malachar as well. Oh, the DM's
All
back.
right.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, so
I had
DM,
the
to
screen
get
pulled
you,
up
to
the
get you
whole
caught up,
time.
Yeah, let's just
we
get
solved
you
the
caught up
whole
on.
thing.
We
We
went
solved
through
it
it.
all.
Don't worry about it.
We got it
we've
all
won
figured
the
out.
fight. We've won the fight, and we've all gotten really good loot. It's fine.
Yeah,
Oh, I guess I don't need to award anything then.
no, we're good.
You've gained your
Like a
XP.
big-
and, well, I guess
Malachar got his Archmagi robes and Staff of Power. We're
Oh.
good.
Owen,
How was
level
level
13
20,
now.
guys? How was all 20?
No.
Okay,
I'm
so
a really good DM, guys.
Yeah, Megan was the best DM while you were gone.
I'm gonna say speed runs. You got it.
I'm your girl.
Okay, sorry about the BC guys. That was
It's
some minor
all right.
technical
We had fun.
And all right, I'm just reading chat there. Find out what you guys did while I was gone.
Nothing.
Horrible thing.
It turns out Dungeons and Dragons were the friends we made along the way.
Aw.
It's so
And all the
true.
+2 weapons and armor we got along the way as well.
You revealed
Yes.
to him that I'm secretly a Mizium dragon? Come on, Hollow.
Whoa.
I'm really bad at
Never
secrets,
trusted
y'all.
Demir. Never trusted Demir.
Real talk.
Yes,
I
the
mean-
chat does all get +2 weapons. Congratulations, chat. You can keep those.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can take
know. You gotta worry about that +2 band hammer.
Oh,
Oh,
I've seen
that's
serious mods go down to it. Okay. All right. So we are mid combat. We are with Specs turn. He pulls some amazing feats of acrobatics in your absence. And that brings us back to our squiggly friend's turn.
I don't like that. Squiggle.
12
But
legs
are-
is.
I mean, but it can really only use like 3 of them at a time with slow, right?
Yes.
yeah.
But what it is going to do is it's going to make a bite attack against. Oh wait, I got to roll to see if it gets its lightning back again.
No.
What?
I don't like that face.
That smile tells me it did.
Megan called it. Megan called it and said it was about to be the 4th. I'm kidding. I rolled a 4, which
Oh.
is not
I
a
said it.
recharge.
Don't put that evil on me.
I mean, these +2 weapons. I mean, they just drop out of the surface.
That was for the chat.
Okay, no,
That was
it was not a
mistakes.
successful recharge, FYI. But it is going to be a bite attack against Fane.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, it's only a 14 to attack.
Oh, that's misses. Oh, that's wonderful.
And luckily, because it's slowed, that's all
only
it's
gets
going to do.
It does get to make
Yes.
its turn again, however.
I
I have recently cast slow in a game. I know it does.
Yeah,
I did not
save
see
recording.
it get to save every turn.
Actually, it might not be.
Wait.
No, it
I
does.
don't think so.
I cast slow in a game recently. It's
It's
every single
AoE.
turn.
Being-
Making
Yeah,
me
but
look
not
like
make
a-
me
Oh
look
yeah.
like
Makes
crap,
another wisdom.
man.
Yeah. At the end of it.
Yeah.
At the end of each of its turns. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay. Right at the bottom, probably.
Yeah.
So the one time I play a full caster and I cast slow, I know.
What was that save DC again?
15?
Thanks, Fane. Next turn, you can be hors d'oeuvre.
Honest, I have to.
Do you? Do you?
Fane, I appreciate it.
It's who I am. I have to. I'm
Are
so
you
sorry.
allowing honor?
To be fair, it was
Bros,
Robert who did it, not
they have to be on it.
Yeah. If this were a Telltale game, it would just be like, Megan will remember this.
Beauty.
Hey, real quick out there, everybody, if you are in the chat, if you could retweet the original tweet, we are at 11 of the 20, and I'd like to get a few people in here to witness
we're at
the
13.
end of this fight.
We're at 13 now.
We're at 13.
Well,
Yeah.
that was Cap.
That is a 13. I'm blind. Don't mind me.
7
Let's try
left,
that again.
guys. Tweet, tweet,
Woo!
tweet.
Oh, somebody
Win some
did it. That's Sam did it.
Yep. Quote retweets
Why
don't
did
count.
my command not work?
It's got to be
Yeah.
just a full-on retweet.
Except
Okay,
Monk
so-
Initiative.
You guys can do it. Come on, win some dice.
Back to the top
Let us
of the
give
round with hello.
Hello. Yes. Yes, you all. I would like to use one of my natural 20s to cast Eldritch Blast on it, please.
Oh.
I'm going to use one of my
Yeah.
natural 20s and then just a regular old attack with the second bolt because I get 2.
Yeah.
Kill it.
Yep, I'm gonna kill it with 2d10. So it's 2d10 plus 4. So for the crit, oh, that's horrible. That's 8. That's 12 damage, force damage on the first bolt, and then the second bolt is, that's only a 10. I doubt that hits.
Oof.
The 10
That's
does
very
not
low.
hit.
Yeah, so that's gonna be it for me. Just that 12 force damage.
Hey, it's something.
It's not
Hey,
enough.
Megan, are you applying
Yes.
your proficiency bonus and your charisma mod?
Oh, I am not applying my Nope, I'm not doing that. So that's a
Still
This is what happens. I'm not used to what's their faces,
Yeah.
the digital stuff. So
I
I don't
think it
think I
is
have it
because
all
my
entered in right.
15.
So it should
I
be
don't
plus 7.
Yeah.
So that'd be another plus 3. So that's 15
Yeah,
total damage on that one.
15 with the slow would have been enough.
No, I have 15 damage, not 15
Oh,
to hit. It
15
would have been
damage.
only a 13 to hit on the second
no,
one.
your
But
damage-
yeah, the damage
8 plus your charisma
Oh, wait.
mod. Oh,
8 plus crit. Oh, sorry. Yes,
Yeah.
just kidding.
well. Your
Alright,
attack.
the second
would
one
be
doesn't hit
13,
either.
Which misses, yeah.
Let me fix this. Let me
You're
fix
fine.
this.
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm just really nervous, you guys, and I only have 5 hit points left, so I'm definitely just like spewing blood everywhere. I'm just like really bad off. There's
Been
blood
kind of one of them
everywhere.
battles.
Swimming
Yeah, maybe if
potions
you just-
over.
Maybe if you die, we can just get out of here.
Yeah. I used my only other spell to bring Arcady back because he has heals too, thinking maybe like
That was your first mistake.
I'm gonna use my half movement to just kind of swim. If there's people to swim behind, I'm gonna do that. Just
Yeah, you're all
Come
sort
along.
of clustered up in a group.
yeah, I want to be in the
You are-
back of the group.
Yes. Okay, you're
you
tucked in behind Arcady and Malakar.
Yep, that seems
Malachar
right.
went off towards where Geneva was.
All
So
right,
I'm
Oh,
30
yeah.
feet.
I'll
wait.
be-
And I went to the left
I'm-
of the
I'm
creature.
30 feet starboard.
So I guess it's just you standing out there while swimming out there treading water in the middle, unless you want to.
Guess I'll die.
Don't worry about this. You like the layout. Fane is right next to it. You're fine.
You said that. I said she swallowed a fly.
I
Oh,
want
man.
to. I'm gonna swim towards where I guess Malachar went. Nope, I'm gonna swim towards Arcady. I just don't want to be by myself.
Hey, no, it's not a problem. I completely agree. When somebody's using breath weapons, everyone should definitely cluster up.
The
Been working out great.
sarcasm is not appreciated here.
Don't worry.
In this
I
house
appreciate
with my
it.
5 hit points.
Okay,
Fine.
so
I'm not going to move anywhere. I'm going to stay right here and I'm going to bleed to death. But at least I'll have my dignity.
hey, I look at it this way: you are closest to Fane with what heals you've got left.
I don't have a single heal left. So
0.
Hey,
the one I want to be
Fane-
close to is Arcady.
Fane is fine. He is 1 hit point down from max. I'm okay. For now.
That's a good person to hide behind. Okay. Speaking of Fane, you're up next.
So I have to ask the question. I have
you?
disadvantage on all melee attacks because I'm using a glaive. If I was to use my natural 20, would that ignore the disadvantage?
Yes.
It would.
Because it replaces the roll. You don't have to roll.
Get him.
Then I will. And while doing it, I will make a goading attack, forcing it to make a DC 15 wisdom save. And if it fails, it has disadvantage on an attack against anyone but myself.
Mm.
I'm here for it.
That's a 13 on the die with a +2 wisdom.
Oh, that's 15. It meets my DC.
Oh.
That was a well thought out maneuver. You do consume your 20 and you make a successful attack, a successful critical
so
attack.
Yep. Which means I get to double my maneuver dice as well. So I'm going to just roll the regular dice normally. Okay, so that's a 10 normally plus 7. So that's a 17 plus my maneuver dice, which is another 13. So 30 points of damage.
Yay!
Damage.
Let's go!
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it sucks that I failed with the goading attack, but I will make my second attack at disadvantage.
Let's go.
Mhm.
If only you had a spear.
That's a 12.
Oh, if only it were a spear.
Screw it. My allies are in danger. Action surge.
Dun dun dun.
I
Let's
will-
do it!
Right, if there is ever a time, let's do it. Reset and let's do.
Okay,
Go for it.
2 more attacks.
One more
Oh,
again.
wait, that was supposed to be a disadvantage. Hold on, let me roll again. Oh, that's still
Yeah!
23.
Still a hit. It's still a hat.
Goading attack again.
Do it.
Yes.
So a DC 15 whiz save. Because I can do it every attack. So
You succeed. That is only an 8.
okay, so if it tries to attack anyone other than myself, it's disadvantage. If they attack me, it's normal. But anyone other than me, it's disadvantage. So that is a D10 plus that. Ooh, 14
Hell
plus
yeah.
my superiority 6, 20 damage.
50 points
Let's
of damage
go.
and giving it a status effect. Very nice.
And one more
Fane,
attack.
Fane.
Please hit. Please hit. Please hit. That's a 24!
Let's go!
Nice.
And
Go
I
for
will,
Fane.
Let's go!
I will maneuvering attack that, giving Suniva half her movement speed to move closer. So 10 feet closer.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That makes a
And
big
getting to
difference.
add my dice again. So that is, that's pretty bad, but plus the D8, that is, that's still bad. 9 more points of damage. And I have
very
used 3 superiority dice out of my 5. And my action surge.
Worth it.
But it was worth
You
it.
got this. At least it's not like you used all of
Incredibly
your spell
done,
slots.
Fane.
So Fane just with his glaive just strikes against this thing multiple times. Foo, 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 missing one of them, but just doing really well. and yelling for Suniva. Come on, Suniva, get closer.
So that is 59 points of
Holy
damage.
crap.
Ooh.
Everybody
That's amazing.
appreciate the Battle Master.
Thank
Is
you.
that
I think
Yeah.
that's a new
Yeah.
record. I think it is.
That's a new record. I believe our previous was 47.
We'll have to ask
that
Bravo. She's got the
Solid.
recordings.
Yeah.
So that is
Oh.
59 points of damage on a single turn.
Yeah,
Very nice. Very
that is
nice.
my turn. However, I cannot do more.
I feel like that's
Okay.
enough.
As you're watching, 4 spiraling blue bullets go zipping through the water, each of them unleashing a bolt of lightning across the back of the Bahir, which, to its effect, does nothing except maybe spike a little ire in as it like sort of twists around and wrangles, writhing in front of you. Very unhappy to have been struck, but no real marks.
There. It breathes lightning. Why don't you try something a little more better?
A little more.
That's one way of putting it.
Arcady.
Okay, seeing that actually targeting the creature is not being very fruitful and it just evades all my spells, I'll focus on enhancing the party. And I will cast... what range is Suniva now from me, from Arcady?
With that extra 10 feet from Fane, I am now 45 feet away, which will let me get right there in my next round.
Never mind then. In that case, I will, from my Oars of Insignia, 3 little spirits will come out and embody Hallow, Fane, and myself with Bless. And I will use my embodiment of the law as I cast the spell extra quickly, because I've done it many times before, changing it from 1 action cast time to 1 bonus action. And because I am targeting an ally with a spell, I can immediately tell Fane, again, strike! And give him a free attack as a reaction.
Nice!
Oh, I mean, it's still a disadvantage, but and with the plus
Take it,
1d4. So
Yes, plus 1d4.
Ooh.
but that's a 9 thing with the d4. That is only a 13. I rolled max on the d4, but it's only a 13.
It's impressive, especially
I
dropping
can
a
precision strike during a reaction. I'm going to precision strike.
Oh,
Getting to add a
D8.
1d8 to my chance to hit. I'm doing it.
Sure. Yeah, I think that.
That is a 20.
That will hit. That will hit. Let's roll it up.
Teamwork.
You just hit it on a 2.
Maximum damage, 14 damage.
For those of you in the chat watching, oh my god, this is why people love Battle Masters so much. Wow. That
Holy
turned
crap.
a 9 into a 20.
yes!
On a reaction, deal 14 points of damage.
Oh, man.
And blood is in the water as you just slash out and open a massive gouge down the side of this creature. One of its legs hanging limply, useless after your attack.
Oh, music to my ears.
I'll also
Arcady.
take Fane's distraction and clutch my holy symbol and close my eyes and cast Toll the Dead. Wisdom saving throw on its part as my action.
Hell yeah!
That is
Oh,
a 15.
such a good cantrip.
15, yeah.
That is a
Such a good
14
cantrip.
on the die with a +2, so 16.
Okay,
Oh.
then does nothing.
Oh,
Still well
it
worth
doesn't
the
matter. You did
Amazing.
14 damage this round. You did.
Yeah. Yep.
You got to point up. He's above you.
Oh, yeah.
You right there.
Great teamwork, guys. Great teamwork. That
I'll
is
say
that was some impressive work right there that you guys are doing on this thing.
before I finish my turn, I'll go, Hallow, it's better if we split, and I'll swim away from Hallow again.
Yeah, if you think that's smart.
It is.
I'm bleeding so much.
You're not. You're bleeding as much as I am.
I have how many hit points? You have 5 hit points?
No, a bit more. It's
I
fine.
think Hallow's bleeding a little more.
Yeah.
All right, Malakar.
I used all my spells saving your ass.
So, first, Short is going to crawl up on Fane's shoulder, spin his little tail slowly in the water, and it's going to fly at, kind of slowly at the Behir because it is at disadvantage. Because he doesn't have a swim speed, that's just me. And that's a 9, so I don't think that hits. But while he's distracting that from that, Malakar's going to, in his speakers, begin playing. I'm going to go against theme here, and not. It is not "For Whom the Bell Tolls" by Metallica. It is "Hell's Bells" by AC/DC. It's got that nice bell
Nice.
going on, and he's going to also toll the dead on the Behir. Same DC
Alright.
as Arcady. 15.
15
Nat
wins.
1.
2d12 necrotic damage.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
That
let's
is
go.
20 necrotic damage.
Whoa!
20 necrotic damage. Oh my god.
From a song.
You
Hell
go,
yeah.
boy.
Dun, dun, dun.
What have I done? Oh my god.
Well, just
This is
because
not
all
even
my
a fair
wizards secretly
fight.
want to be bards.
Okay, and what is
Well-
Short doing?
Chort tried to do his spike chain tail at him, and it just rolled a 9 and absolutely failed because it disadvantage.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna swim to meet Saniva and be like, "Wait, what you doing? You're supposed to get out of here."
Not a very good listener.
Well, it is my turn now. So as Malakar gets closer, I'll be like, I know, I am sorry, but Spec is on the way back up, and I saw that you were going back out, and I needed to make sure that everybody was going to be okay, but it'll be just fine. Hang on. And I just keep swimming past.
I said I had a plan. I was enacting the plan.
I
And
am
you suddenly
going.
find yourself face to face with the dragon as Suniva swims away.
We're working on it. I get it. Also, you like the new submarine bod? It's pretty cool.
I am going to Step of the Wind one more time, which will get me. Thank you, 12-sided
Thanks,
guy.
Thank you.
Bye.
But yeah, sorry. So I'm going to Step of the Wind, and as I pass by Hallow, I'm going to pull one of the potions off of my belt and jam it into one of her, I guess, still bleeding hands. I'd be like, I am so sorry, bye! And then I'm going to swim up to the Behir, and I'm going to use my natural 20 to punch it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going to use another key point to make it a stunning strike.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Do it up. Do it up. What do I get to roll?
Hopefully it'll work.
Yeah.
So that's a con save DC 14.
Come on.
Dragons suck at con saves. Why? That's a 20.
Ah.
That's a 16 with a +4.
12-sided
Okay,
guy.
Any
Not a nat
question?
Yeah.
I still used the 20 for the first attack, so I'll roll the damage.
Yeah. Double die.
And then it was the 20 for double die, so plus another 5. And then my second attack, I'm gonna Radiant Bolt, but that's gonna be at disadvantage. Or no, I'm gonna punch it again. Just kidding. But that's a melee, so it's gonna be at disadvantage again.
Is Radiant
not-
Bolt considered a spell attack or a melee
It's-
or
Yeah,
range
I did
attack?
Radiant Bolt. I meant to say unarmed before.
Oh, okay,
but it's the same damage amount, so it doesn't actually matter what I click.
Yeah.
It is worth noting that the Radiant Bolt will not be a disadvantage as long as you're not next to
Yeah.
them because it's a spell attack.
Spell
They don't-
attack. Spell attacks are at a disadvantage.
Good to know. Well, but I just
Well,
punched it to
without-
do the stun strike, so
Yeah.
I'm in melee anyway.
Makes sense.
But yeah, so I will punch it again. Let me see disadvantage for this though. Oh, what a waste of a natural 20. But 15, I don't think that hits, right?
Negative.
Bah. Okay, well that's my turn because I used my bonus action to step of the wind.
All right. Next is going to be Spec, who is very impressive.
I'm sure.
Somewhere, but very impressive.
Well, I have a timeline of what's going on to poor Spec.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no! That means Spec dead.
We're gonna get to the surface and just gonna be a dead Spectis floating in the water.
Right?
You remember
We
what
can't do that
the
while she's not
surface
here.
looked like over there, right?
Oh.
Waterfalls coming from above into all of this,
yeah,
with lightning flying overhead, and it's like, you got this. If anybody's okay up there, it's Spec, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Spec is amazing. That's why I invited
60-40.
her to this group. She's so sneaky.
You know,
Stole your spear.
Spec might be right behind you. You don't know.
Yeah, she could be right here.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Where's my glaive? Oh, it's in my hands. Okay, we're good. Okay, I have it.
All right, the Bahir sitting right in front of Fane, reacting negatively to all of this terrible lightning streaking across of it, is going to lash out viciously in a bite attack against Fane.
Come on. I dare you.
Don't go with the monster.
I am goading the monster so it attacks me, not you. That's the whole
Literally
point.
did.
Oh, it's a goading attack. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, it has no choice. That
No
will
choice.
not hit. However, it's going to constrict with its second attack.
Okay. Is that anything that I do against that, or is it just
24. I need a DC dexterity 16, I want to say.
it's dexterity? Okay.
Don't forget you're
That's
blessed.
a lot.
You're
That's a
blessed.
lot.
I am
Damage.
blessed, so I will roll that extra after.
So-
if-
You're
Hashtag
hashtag blessed.
it does. Oh, wait. 16. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Oh, that's a 16.
Oh!
So, sorry, the escape DC is 16. You don't have a reaction to it right away. It is
Okay, so it
successful
just
against armor class. You take 17 bludgeoning plus 17 slashing. And you are
Oh,
considered
34.
Yes. And you are considered
Oh.
grappled.
That's what it did
okay.
to me last time.
Understood. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I'm fine with that. Go
Uh,
ahead. But
But
whatever.
that will
I
be
mean,
the end of its turn.
Huh?
As it just wraps its loops around you and begins squeezing the air. Bubbles immediately forcefully expelled upwards towards the surface of the cavern.
yeah. I mean, this is exactly what I wanted. So I wanted them to be attacking me, not them. So that's fine.
Yeah.
The
Sure.
dragon swims in a circle, watching as its young continue to circle and make attacks against the Behir, all to naught, as it seems to be immune to lightning. Bringing us back to the top of the round with Hallow.
Hello. Yes, I would like to. Hello. It's a shame I can't learn that spell. That would be
I
fantastic.
gave you that potion, by the way.
I know you did, and I have it. But like,
Making sure that didn't get lost.
Arcady and Malakar made it look super cool, so I think I want to cast Toll the Dead too.
Mm.
So I'm gonna cast. So that's a Wisdom save, please.
That would be an 8, so negative. You roll your damage.
Yeah.
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 That's
Ooh.
15.
That's good damage.
15
15.
necrotic damage. And drinking a potion's an action, right?
Yes. No. Wait. Hold on.
Mhm.
I want to say it's part of
I'm
your
pretty
movement, except
Unless
that
you
got
homebrew
to-
it as
Yeah.
written to
Yeah,
you.
I'm pretty sure
It's using a magic
it-
item.
Movement
It's
is an
an
action.
but it depends
Yeah,
on.
it's a fairly common house rule to make it a bonus action, but
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
In
As
fact,
written.
By
yeah,
standard
from
rules,
the
it is
official-
using a magic item which requires an action.
Yeah. Last season we did it as an action.
and that's to
Fair.
be fair, that's to protect against it becoming a reaction.
Mhm. All right, I'm just gonna hold on to it then.
I will say for
And-
action economy, bonus action would be fine
All right, I'm gonna drink it then, because
because it sucks
I
to use your
super
entire turn.
need it.
It is
Uh,
probably the most common house rule to allow potions to be done as bonus
Right?
actions. So
Yeah, probably is.
It seems like it's always such a disappointing turn otherwise. Like, yeah, I guess I'll take
Alright.
a potion and I'm done, I guess.
it's because it makes you view them as out of combat items.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
way I
Yeah.
look
don't,
at it.
don't forget to add your constitution to that heal.
Yeah, I did. So I'm a little better off than I was.
Hooray!
All right,
I'm ready.
Thank you, Geneva.
the water reverberates around you, and the blood seeps out of its wounds and turns black and sort of wisps away into the darkness.
Oh.
Right. Next will be Fane.
All right,
You may
yeah.
roll your escape check.
Is that for free?
I believe it's at the end of your turn. It would define the end of your turn as an action. Escape
Oh.
DC 16.
I'm not going to burn an action to do that. I'm going to attack.
He's already at disadvantage anyway. From being in
Yeah,
water.
yeah, there's no difference for me. So I'm going to attack it. I'm going to attack this thing.
Thanks,
It's a
Lynn.
13.
D4.
I'm going to precision attack. My final maneuver. I'm gonna-
D4 as well.
Wait, yeah, let me roll my D4 first before I decide. Hold on. Nope, I'm going to precision attack because I don't think a 16 is
Real
good enough.
quick
So
on that, and I'll allow it on this one because we've sort of established a precedent. Do you need to declare that before you make your attack, or is it similar to
No, I
Smite?
just declare before you say it hits or misses. So
Yeah.
before you
Yeah.
say whether
Yeah.
it hits or misses, I have to declare it, which is what I'm doing.
I like it. Okay,
So
that's
I
an
think that
important distinction, especially in Learn to Play, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So battle maneuvers are declared before the DM declares whether an attack hits or misses.
Oh.
So I am declaring it before I know whether it does. I think a 16 will miss, so I'm going to precision attack. That's an 18.
An 18 will hit.
Get there.
All right. So 1d10 plus 4. Ooh, that's not a good hit. 6 damage.
6 points of damage with your glaive. You nick one of its claws, and you see it's like one of its fingers goes sailing down into the darkness.
Nice. And I will make my second attack a disadvantage. I have no more battle maneuvers left. So let's hope this hits.
Still a D4. Don't forget.
Yep, I will add my d4 afterwards. Oh, that's an 18, but I'll roll the d4 anyway, just to see. That's a 19.
19 will hit.
So that is 5 damage.
Blach.
And since I have a bonus action and I have a second wind, I will pop it. I'm going to roll my second wind.
Good.
Horrible. 8 points of healing.
Your dice have turned against you for the
They have, but hey,
back end.
8 is still nice. I took half my entire health and damage last round. 8 is still good.
Nice.
I should have 26 or 27 lost. But because I have used everything to do it, I have no movement. That is my turn. Fane just cleaves into this thing twice, shores his health up, and waits to see what his allies do.
All right. Next is going to be Arcady.
Correct. Assessing the situation, I will focus on the creature once more because I still have Bless up. So I will cast a spell, and I say you actually hear two voices emanating from Arcadie's mouth as I say,
Oh my.
grovel, and I cast command, wisdom saving throw.
On
The
here?
Yes.
That's a 20.
Damn thing, man. Okay. I forgot to say it. Never mind. I was going to do it, the bonus action thing, but I forgot to say it, so I'm not going to do it. In that case, that's it. In that case, I'll pass my turn.
Okay. Malakar. And don't forget
That's
Chort.
kind of me. Yeah, I'll do Chort afterwards this time. So Malakar is going to. Dumb ideas. All right, I'm going to have Chort jump up on Fane's head, so right up on top, and wave and yell at it using has this Behir like screamed at us at some point or something like that, or roared?
No, it has not made any audible noises whatsoever.
Okay, so it's just going to be say, "Hey, looky here," in Arcadie's smooth, silky voice. And that's going to be it taking the help action, as I am going to shoot a chromatic orb at it of acid.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll with advantage because the help action for attacks grants advantage on the next attack against the creature, which is going to roll 2 dice, and that's going to be a 25 to hit. 18 on the die.
That will hit.
Going to roll some d8s for damage as I'm going to impact it with acid. That is 20 acid damage. That is the same amount of damage Toll the Dead did.
20 points of damage. Wow.
Pew. It's like
Getting
the
clone
big
to
torpedo.
Okay. All right. So the
I'm gonna turn back.
acid,
Oh, go
you
ahead.
can see as it sort of soaks into its skin and begins dissolving away portions of its outer layer. The mucus does not seem to protect it very much, and you can see blood begins to flow freely from the open wound. Okay.
And the submarine Malakar will turn around toward the dragon and go, "See? Making good headway. Just a moment."
Suniva.
Fane is still restrained by this thing's mouth, yeah? Okay.
Well, it's wrapped in its coils.
He's wrapped in its tail?
And its
What?
coils.
Coils. Oh, okay, sorry. Little thing like cut out.
Very flexible.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to get as close to Fane as I can. And I'm going to pull out my spear and two-handed attack it. Because the spear is not at disadvantage underwater. So
Yes.
I'm doing that. First one is an 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Awesome spear. That's only a 5. But it is magic damage at least. And I'm gonna stunning strike again, so that's gonna be another con save. DC 14. Come on! Running out of keys.
No. It's a 16 on the deck.
Oh, Shaisa.
I don't like this die. I'm going to use it more.
All right, well, then my second spear attack. Because I only did the first one so far. So, second spear attack.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 26 to hit.
That will hit.
Good.
I'm rolling like crap damage today, though. 7 damage. 7 piercing.
For a total of 12.
And that'll be my turn.
Wow. Okay. This thing is completely destroyed. Like, it is bleeding from dozens of wounds, and it's looking like it's starting to fall apart. It's got a couple limbs that aren't really doing super great. I gotta do one thing first.
Oh, poor
Ooh,
Spec.
History
I'm
die.
sorry,
Continues.
Jack. I'm so sorry. That was not a good roll.
Oof.
Well, at least nobody saw
Yeah.
that either.
Nobody thought that you guys don't worry your pretty heads. Spectus is
Oh.
totally fine.
Nobody will ever see her again either.
Poor Fane, on the other hand,
Yeah.
It's
Did
not
she
too
ever
smaller.
exist to begin with?
Yeah, I'm fine, don't worry. Oh, just as a note, DM, the goading attack is only for one turn, so he could choose to do whatever the hell he wants this turn.
Absolutely good, but he's already got you constricted, and
He wants to take the attacks. I'm just making sure you know.
I did also just stab it a couple times.
so that is going to be here making a bite attack against Fane.
Come on.
Yeah.
I tried.
Oh no.
That's a nat 20.
Oh boy.
No!
Well,
Oh, no.
that hits, but I do not take critical damage, nor any
yes.
Oh, that's
Take
right.
damage, but
Regular
that's not what you got to worry about.
I know, but I'm just
Oh
saying.
no!
at the very least,
Oh no!
I only take normal damage.
Yes,
It does hit,
which
however.
is
Well, but
30
that's...
points of damage.
Oh, well, it's a good thing I
Fantastic.
winded.
Yeah, the 30, but you are completely consumed as it wraps its enormous maw around you and swallows you in one gulp.
Oh my god, Sneeva like screams because they're right next to him.
And you are restrained, blinded, and prone.
Okay. So exactly the same in terms of me attacking someone as before. Great.
Yeah, pretty
And-
much.
Yes.
Does he take
Um,
any damage?
Yes, it's 30 points of damage, but I need a Constitution save to resist.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Constitution is
You
at
got
least-
this. You
Wait,
got this.
Let me say this. Constitution is my good roll. However, every time I've rolled it, it's been really bad. So let's see.
Don't forget your D4.
Yeah,
Okay,
D4.
so
Yeah.
16 plus 2, 18 con save.
Let's see.
This is
Reading
taking
the
very
monster stat
long.
block? Explaining the monster stat block?
Okay, so you do take, well, yeah, it's reading it in the hot links that they've got over in the, or the markup they've got in the combat tracker versus the actual abilities. Some can be a little confusing. So, the Behir makes one bite attack against a medium or smaller target it is grappling. If the attack hits, the target is also swallowed and the grapple ends. While swallowed, the target is blinded and restrained. It has total cover against attacks and other effects outside the Behir and takes 2166 acid damage at the start of each of a Behir's turn. A Behir can only have one creature swallowed at a time. If the Behir takes 30 damage or more in a single turn from the swallowed creature, the Behir must succeed on DC 14 Constitution saving throw at the end of its turn, or regurgitate the creature, which falls prone with its face within 10 feet of the Behir. If the Behir dies, a swallowed creature is no longer restrained and it can escape from the corpse by using 15 feet of movement, exiting prone.
So at the start of the Behir's turn, I will take 21d6 acid damage. That is wonderful to know.
No,
66,
21.
21 damage.
Oh,
21 the
21
average, 66 is the roll.
66. Oh, that was 21
21
average.
is the average damage.
Okay, that's not as bad.
21
not-
d6 damage?
What
I
is
was
this?
like, that
Crazy.
is
Your
nuts.
20 ancient dragon?
Still, I will note to everyone, Kane has 10 health. So,
Okay.
Well, that
Well,
ties up that loose end.
So now we know who
Malakar's
wasn't
like,
on the list.
4 people.
Over here, having eliminated all threatening targets, with the exception, I believe, Suniva is in melee range.
Yeah, I am. I'm right
Uh,
there.
It's going to turn to flee.
Ooh.
Oh.
Grr.
Don't let it go.
With its
I would
meal
like.
Let it go.
safely secured in its gut, you have the opportunity for an opportunity attack. Assuming
yeah,
you've
I
not
would like-
planned for a reaction.
I have not, and I would like to make a 2-handed spear attack as it tries to run away.
Okay.
Get it.
Come on! 16's a hit.
A 16 is a miss. It has a
Nice.
17 armor class.
That's rough.
Wait, are you blessed?
I'm not.
No.
Blessed.
That was too far.
Okay.
It's too far.
The
yeah.
top right
Okay.
arc is blessed.
Yeah.
As it is swimming away, the 4 blue wormlings, each of them latch onto this thing and bite down, immediately shredding and eviscerating it for trying to get away. I'm not going to roll attacks and damage on that because it only had 3 hit points remaining to begin with. But the Behir comes
Magic
upon
missile its butt.
and Fane falls towards the bottom.
Oh God! I just going to float down. I don't even know where I'm going. Oh, this hurts.
The Behir is slain. For anybody wondering, that is a CR11 taken down by a CR7 party.
We're fine. We're fine. Don't
Never
worry.
fear.
Come on.
Those freaking battle master maneuvers, though, y'all.
We're never
Wow.
going to die.
I mean, I used everything I had.
Me too.
Well, we needed it.
Smoke them if you got them.
Well,
except for my
as I said, it would. Malakar is going to transform her into a humanoid-esque form.
You're a
and
robot
I
in
told you it would
disguise.
just be a moment.
199 hit points. With immunity to lightning. And you guys just ate it alive. In fact, I would say almost half of that damage came from Fane. So seriously,
Hell yeah.
good job
that's
protecting the
clutch.
party.
Yeah,
Strategic
yeah,
combat.
close to half.
all of
Yeah.
it.
I mean,
Fane?
like part of that is thanks to Arcady because that reaction attack that he gave to Fane. But yeah,
Bless was
That was
helping
cool.
also quite a bit.
Bless.
yeah,
Bless was
Bless-
clutch.
oh, yeah. I mean, Arcady was really instrumental to that. I mean, first off, Fane did max damage on Arcady's reaction attack.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was
Hell yeah.
So
Zooming back
it's
in.
Fane, Dragon's Face.
Zooming back in, Fane fluttering gently to the bottom, just thankful for the release of pressure from the entrails of the Behir. Luckily, only partially dissolved, somewhat chewed upon, still conscious, feeling every bit of wounds in the salt water flowing into them.
and
Hallow, floating there bleeding, watching as her friend just got chewed up in front of her. You sit here, reflecting on the battle, watching as these vicious blue wormlings tear apart the larger Behir in short work, carrying away pieces of it for perhaps meals later on. However, there's one element that isn't quite resolved yet as the dragon comes lazily swimming in front of you. Swims a
Spaghetti.
tight circle around Malakar in his submarine form.
Well,
No, it's a
and
robot
now-
again.
I robot in disguise to this shit, and I.
Oh, wow. Transformer style. All right. So you are giving up your water speed. Is that right? Your movement speed?
Actually, Alter Self lets you change it actively while it's going.
Okay.
So it's, and technically I can, in a humanoid-esque form, instead of like swim speed, so it's just mostly a flavor change.
Okay. I liked that flavor. I liked the submarine.
So it was pretty good. It was pretty
fun.
good.
Yeah, I liked it.
The torpedo magic missiles, digging it.
That was
Yes.
so good. I love
Torpedo
that.
short.
Yeah.
So you hear creeping into the back of your mind. Drink it. I am most indebted, and I will agree to not kill your 4 friends.
5 friends.
5 friends.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, you can have the demon. I point to Choit.
I don't like that he said 4. What has happened to Spec?
No, Specs included. You're not.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's completely cool.
What I didn't catch the last end of that bit.
Your 5 friends have been freed. I will honor that portion of the bargain. But you have proven yourself much too great a treasure to let you go.
Trinket's my name, illustrious dragon friend. Spaghetti?
In my cavern. And the dragon begins swimming back towards the cavern and lashes out and grapples you with its tail and starts dragging you towards its den.
Rude. Going
Malachar!
to telepathic to Siniva. It's fine, really, just go. God damn it. Just don't act like Selesnya for once.
I don't know if I can.
You're asking an awful lot.
Oh,
What is happening?
I made a deal with the dragon, and I'm going to hang out with it, and we're gonna have spaghetti, and then I'll meet you at home. Feed Dumbledore, would you?
What? How? When will you be back? Also, I don't
After
know
I
where
eat
you
spaghetti. That was intentional. That's okay though. And Malachar will actually give Siniva his address because it has been a while since Dumbledore's been fed.
And add that in my inventory.
Malachar's address.
Well, allegedly, you don't know till you get there.
Yeah, Malachar's address.
Allegedly, Malachar's address.
I mean, I assume it's a address.
Yeah, it's somebody's
Maybe
address.
Someone's address.
Somebody give his address. Yeah.
Okay, well, I look around, sort of panicked at everybody else. I go, Malachar says that he has a plan and everything is okay, but I don't like this.
Should we? Is he serious? Should we? You know him better than the rest of us. Should we go? Should we go try to get him back?
I mean, he's very good at looking after himself, so I'm sure that if he has a plan to get to safety, then I'm sure he does. He usually does.
I'll tell you what,
where-
it does sound like he has a plan. If actually his plan doesn't work, we can always come back for him. But now we are in no shape to fight anything else, I think.
Where's Spec?
Oh, she was, there was an opening up top in the dragon's, I don't know, house. So she went up top that way to try to get out and see if she could, tell people what was going on.
To the surface?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was through all of this, like, waterfall thing and all of these, like, machines, like, were clanking around and stuff. It looked pretty crazy. But, she's very good at, like, slipping between things. So I'm sure that she will be okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Do we go?
Can we Do you think we can go through the dragon's den again?
I don't know. Is the door still open as the dragon swims through with Malachar?
Can
The
you
door
ask?
is still open.
For
Okay.
now.
All right, we don't know that you can talk to him telepathically.
No.
How far away is Malachar at this point? Would you say he's within 120 feet?
Malachar is through the door, about 120 feet away.
I'm gonna try to send message to him. Be like,
Sure.
Suneva said you have a plan, but how do we get out? Can we come out that way, or do we go back? I'm confused.
Through the door, up. Just go. Don't say anything else out loud. Please. Dear God, just do it.
Okay.
He said to just go through the doors and go up, and to not say anything. Please, dear God, don't say anything.
Sounds very wise.
Sounds
I'm going
about right. Okay,
Start walking. Yeah, start swimming
I
towards the
will
door.
bait to make sure Fane is okay, because I assume he's
Yeah.
just sort of still floating this whole
Still
time.
floating down, just on his back,
Fane-
floating down like.
Fane, I can't help you. Can we go? If I take a nap, I can help you, but not right now.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll
Just
approach.
Give me
both
one moment.
Fane-
Let me just. Is my
approach
crossbow
both-
anywhere around here? Does anybody see what? It's okay
You
if
can
I
get a
don't
new
find
one. We
it.
have to go.
Pretty sure you
okay.
dropped the crossbow. I'll touch
Yeah.
both Hallow and Fane, and I'll cast Cure Wounds on each one of them.
MVP. Let's go.
MVP.
Let's go.
I didn't know Fane could heal. It's MVP's healing.
11 points of hit points back for Fane, and 15 points for Hallow.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay,
So
just like,
Finally back over half health.
okay, yeah, let's go. That's
Hey,
great.
As
Let's
your
go.
illustrious dragon friend sails back into his cavern amid all of its treasures, you see the pillar that you were standing on before, and it turns away. And you see another pillar, and you think it's going to put you on that, but it turns away.
Where are we going,
And
friend?
then, as you're thinking this, every little fishy needs a tank. And he puts you into a cold iron cage.
Okay, well, as I'm approaching the cold iron cage, I'm gonna cast Dimension Door, because fuck that.
He's gonna eat us while we try to go through.
Oh no.
Well, where are you teleporting to, Malachar?
Right to where my friends are.
Excellent. So
Swimming
you
up, presumably.
Suneva would
Oh,
totally
yeah.
be like in the
Yeah,
like,
we're
but, like back of
swimming
the line
towards the
going up.
door. They are swimming towards the door. As
I thought we
30
traveled a
away.
bit. I guess I was in my head. I was assuming they'd be through the door going up. So I guess I'll be through the door slightly, because I can't actually see them. So that's where
They're
I would have
quite a
gone
ways
to.
behind you. They were 120 feet behind you, casting Sending when you were going through the door. At which point, the
That's true.
dragon then
That's
tries
true.
to put you into the cage as they're swimming towards the door. You teleport back into the chasm next to them,
I'm
correct?
Through the door, just because that's where I expected them to be. But they were like slow.
Yeah.
We had to get
Okay.
Fane.
As you
Okay.
teleport
Being a drama.
out of its grasp, it turns.
Birdie don't like cage.
Exactly what kind of metal you are made of now. Drink it.
It's Malachar, but fuck off.
I am so sorry that our friendship and our deal must be negated at this point. And the door begins to close.
The dragon has magic on the door. I dispelled that shit.
Telekinesis, man! It's a dragon!
I just teleported 500 feet. Telekinesis doesn't go that far. I'm gonna try to hold the door open.
Okay. roll me a strength check.
Let's do this shit. Hey,
I mean,
hello,
I'm
you want to
at
do that
the
net
door
20?
by now, at least. Like, how is the
I will
timing
tell
and
you
stuff
that
as we're swimming?
I'm sorry, say that again, Sam.
I'm just a little confused, I guess, about the timeline of like how everything is happening.
So you're all swimming towards the door. He teleports back out towards you, and you're all trying to get through the door to get back to the surface. But now you have a hostile dragon between you and the surface.
Right.
The dragon is now
200 feet
trying to
away.
close the door. Malakar is trying to stop it. As you are nearing the door, he is attempting to hold it open.
Okay, so
That is a not great attempt to hold the door open, I will say that.
I haven't
Four on
rolled yet.
die. That's okay. Roll it up.
Okay. Hey, you mentioned we can give net 20s to other people. I'm not very good at this. Hello, how attached to that are you?
It's all yours, my friend.
All right.
Have
net
at
20. Don't ask me how much that is.
Have at.
I am so sad to see such a fantastic roll go on such a poor cause, as that was a 4 on the die with a +3 intelligence modifier. And yes, so that would have been a very, very poor roll. So
Honestly, I could still fail
heroically
that by a
hold
lot
it
because my strength is -1.
A good point. That means he had a 48%
Good
chance
of failure.
somewhere around that.
I don't like those odds.
So you successfully hold the door open as your friends
Come on.
begin swimming through into the treasure chamber.
Yep.
Where we will
I got a
begin
plan.
combat immediately against a young adult blue dragon.
Okay,
Big
so
question. You first.
dimension door goes 500 feet. I would get the impression I was quite a ways away. We got a couple rounds before that dragon shows up, right?
I was under the impression that you were saying right outside the door.
Yes,
The chamber
but
inside is maybe 85, 90 feet deep. It's not massive.
Okay.
I thought it was huge, like the entire blister coils. I thought it
Yeah.
was way away.
it was like a
That was
really
the
big
impression I was getting.
So there are, if you look at the map of the blister coils on the western edge, there is a city block size area that is waterfalls down into the bottom. I actually have an image here I can share. Images and maps.
Images and maps.
Images and maps. Everyone gonna see some images and maps.
Yeah, there we go. It won't be there for viewers because we're not in the map mode, but I will say, if you look on the far western edge in Precinct 5, in fact, because of where that's, oh no, I can't move it on your screen, sorry. Area 12 right there.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, that's like giant.
That is considerably larger than I remembered it is. I will say that it was narrowing towards the bottom because I only imagine the treasure room being 90 feet across.
Okay. Well, my plan, in my head, how this is going to go is I teleport there, I meet up with my friends, I cast water walking, which makes us all ascend 60 feet around.
Nice.
Once you get through the tunnel and into the area, right?
Yeah, once they go through the door, because then it's up to sunlight.
Okay. I'm because we are not on a tactical map, and this is one of the reasons we use a tactical map is to avoid miscommunications and inconsistencies in tactical situations where we're talking about maneuvering and distances and everything like that. Because we're not using it, I will say that the tunnel behind the door is 60 feet long. that wasn't actively described at any point. So I will say that it goes straight up from that point. And you're able to, as soon as you get through the door, ascend.
That being said, the dragon can outswim us.
Yeah.
Not only
probably.
can the dragon outswim you, it takes an action to cast your dimension door, followed the round, then you would be able to cast the water walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there would also be a round of movement as it swims after you, right?
Oh yeah.
And as everybody gets in through the door. So you will make it up a fair bit.
Well, there we go.
Apollo just got another net 20. 12-sided guy.
12-sided guy.
Thanks for that, guys.
Side guy.
The
We told
guy
you
with the
not
most
to.
sides.
What's that?
Said the guy with the most sides.
Okay, so as you begin your ascent, the dragon, half-heartedly chasing. Give me an insight check.
Malakar or everyone?
Malakar.
Oh, okay.
I will note, DM, if at any point within the 60 feet that Fane sees that he sees a dragon chasing, he will pop his potion immediately.
Pop it.
Okay, absolutely. All
All
right.
right. That
So
is
we're looking at
that's a 14.
Okay, 14. You're being chased by a big bad dragon towards the maelstrom of a waterfall and lightning combination, and you're tightening your possibilities for escape by going direct towards the surface.
So it is worth
With
noting
that-
that we can, while popping up, we can swim still. So we can swim higher
Yes.
or to the side.
Excellent. Okay, so it's not like just a straight up rocket or something like that. Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't have
That's
to be.
good.
It can be if we want it to be.
Okay. And with the terrible blender above you that you are swimming towards, and the dragon chasing you, we're going to leave off for this week.
Oh shit! I almost forgot something. Corey,
yeah.
I have to make a DC 18 Arcana check to cast that spell.
Oh no!
Oh,
Give me a
There we go.
Give me a second here.
Oh,
Doing this in fantasy grounds.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we
no
good.
problem.
Oh,
that's right.
I would just like to say to all of you, with the builds on your characters, oh my god, you guys are amazing. From the Battle Master and the way you've been playing Fane, Robert, that is incredible. The way it's just done, it's been so effective. Malakar is not. I mean, like Malakar is one of the most effective characters that I've seen in a campaign ever. Coming from a min-maxer, I have seen some effective builds over the years, and I am very impressed with Malakar's utility and survivability as a wizard. So fantastic.
Definitely optimized for
Arcane and
utility.
Hollow, I love the dynamic, the way you guys play off each other with the dual clerics like that. And I've also never, and which is weird, in all the games that I've played, I've never actually had a Celestial Warlock. So it's fantastic, the flavor and the spin that you've put on it. So everybody, just fantastic teamwork on that. Taking down a CR11 Bahir is not something that most level 7 parties are doing out there, even on single target damage. Very impressive. Very impressive. Good work tonight, guys. Quick shout out to the games coming up. And then we're going to go through and do a moment here. If you're still watching out there, just so you know, Encounter Roleplay has some fantastic games, not just here on Mondays, for those of us watching on Mondays. Tomorrow we have... Sorry, 1 second.
Tuesday.
Well,
Did we hit that 20
Tuesday.
retweets?
I
don't think so.
can say that on Thursdays, Encounter Roleplay normally has a Conan 2D20 game.
Oh, how do you know about that?
Yeah.
Because I'm in it, but this
Hey.
week we're actually our normal GM, Foxfire, y'all might know her, is going to be away on her honeymoon. So I'm going to be running a honey heist, Conan the Barbarians.
Yes.
The barbarians.
See what I
Fun for
did
the
there?
puns.
That
Sam,
is
that's
incredible.
very-
Stay for the puns.
Yeah, so that's happening Thursday here on Encounter Roleplay from 2 to 5 Eastern. So come and watch. It's my first time GMing on a stream. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
definitely.
Nat has turned into the abyss.
Aw.
What was that?
Aw.
he couldn't handle the
Oh, he's-
excitement for Honey Heist.
Too excited about it. Yeah.
I mean,
The
are
puns
you
hurt me.
playing?
It robbed me of my vision.
Are you playing in what's the ancient world for the Samaria
It's the Hyborian Age.
Hyporian age? Yes.
Yeah,
So are you playing?
that's the setting. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, that's gonna be incredible.
So yeah, I'm just
Barbarian.
sticking our Honey Heist like in that world. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Sounds amazing.
So okay, hey, just for a shout out for tomorrow. If you're watching, as we don't have a stream following this one immediately, next stream we got coming up is going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. Keepers of the Lost. A great show. And at 1300, we've got Beyond the Mountains of Madness, which you might see the logo. It's all over the place. So I can't wait to see you guys there. All right, so what's your guys' favorite moments tonight? And I know Sam kind of jumped the gun here to talk about the amazing project, but I get the excitement on that.
Well, it's an
what are you
Encounter
guys doing
Roleplay thing. It was relevant.
Totally. Absolutely. Plug away. Okay. So Megan, what would you like tonight? And like this last arc, actually, because I will confess that this was designed to be the end of season 2. This was supposed to be the boss encounter for season 2. So
How you got on top of that, Corey?
Yeah.
Right?
We gotta get to the surface
we-
and find Apocalypse Land.
Two
I hope that's
dragons.
fun.
Nat,
Are we,
2 words. Well, 1. Dread Horde.
Mm-hmm. This one.
are we
That's
doing plugs and favorite moment, or are we just doing favorite moment?
Absolutely.
All
Take
right.
a moment.
So I'll do. Yeah. So, oh goodness, favorite moment. I'm like a super big fan of just like the party dynamics in general. I think especially like at the beginning, like everybody getting together. I like super enjoy those dynamics. Like I especially enjoy Arcadian Hallow a lot. As the double clerics when he clearly knows that there's something not right. So I really enjoy that. Otherwise, plugs. I'm Megan. Hello, everybody. I've been your wonderful Celestial Warlock for the evening. You can find me at Megan Lynn for the win on Twitter. Cleric. Sorry. Cleric. Don't know where that came from. So yes, you can find me at Megan Lynn for the win on Twitter. You can follow me there. You can find me obviously here on Mondays. You can find me every other Saturday on Twitch /go_JG, where I play in a Spire campaign as a occult drow celebrity, trying to bring revolution to the city of Spire. I also wrote a game that was published on itch.io last week. So you can look it up at itch.io/Megan Lynn for the win. It's a fun little card-based character creation game that I'm super happy about. So you can look it up there and download it if that seems like your kind of thing. And that's me. Thanks for coming by, everyone.
Tuesday.
All right. Nunu.
Yes. Hi, everyone. Thanks for sticking around. It was a very stressful evening, and I absolutely all the fights and whatever and all the damage, but what I really enjoyed was Hallow realizing that not all clerics are very keen on healing. And so like, oh, I'm here with 5 hit points, please heal me.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
as
cool.
Megan
It's not
said,
like I used both of my spell slots on you.
yeah, well, that's your fault for having 2 spell slots and not being a proper cleric.
Maybe you'll have a conversation about it next session. If
Oh,
we
yeah,
ever get
maybe.
a quiet
If we
moment.
don't get killed by a dragon.
Maybe.
If we
Maybe
don't
one day we'll
get
get a
killed.
long rest.
Yes, maybe. If we ever get a long rest.
There wasn't exactly downtime in this session.
Nope. Not at all. And yeah, my name's Nuno. You can find me online at jnunutechs. Mondays here in the stream. Learn to play with Ravnica. And if by any chance you're in the United Kingdom, London more specifically, I organize a very large meetup where we introduce new people to D&D and RPGs in general. So just search for London RPG Community on Google. It's probably the first hit, I hope. Should be. Thanks for sticking around.
All right, Nat.
Hi, I'm Nat. I'm the Tuesday DM on Twitter. My favorite moment of the session was probably just Malachar emphatically insisting to Suniva repetitively, "I need you to just leave, please." And just everything around that, because it's like he's not too worried about this situation, but we need Suniva out of it. God damn it. Also, Submarine Malachar was just delicious.
That was amazing.
Plugging my stuff. I produce a publication for RPG Kitchen. We help support small RPG creators, and we also help feed the hungry. That's our 2 main goals. I help with the first one because I'm not that cool. With a regular publication where we take a few creators and we spotlight their work and put them in our community's face and say love them. That's our goal. So submissions are open for that for the next 2 months. We are currently a little low on submissions for the next couple months. So if you got anything rattling in your brain, I can work with you to produce your work and polish it and make it better, make it shine, and then publish it in a professional format. And we do all that because we love you. So submissions are open for that today. And they have been for about half a week, and they close Thursday. It's been extended slightly. So, check that out.
Excellent.
That's me.
Yeah, actually, that sounds really good. I've got something in the works that should be coming out a little bit later this summer. So I might hit you up on that. That sounds like a great opportunity. Sam.
If you wait about 30 seconds, the submission form will be in my pinned tweet.
There we go.
Yeah,
it's done.
Y'all should submit. Nat's such a good editor. Send him things. But hey, everyone! I loved the session. It was a lot of fun. I also very much enjoyed I love all of the back and forth between our characters, like, just in general. It's a ton of fun. Like, Malachar trying to get Suniva to leave, and Hollow and Arcady bickering, and Fane just feigning it up, trying to, like, sacrifice himself every damn chance he gets is, like, amazing. I love it.
Who gets off on that?
As Suniva swims back down towards the beer, I don't know, not me. Is that this for sure? See you soon. Bye. But yeah, I am Sam. You can find me at samwise_gameg on Twitch and Twitter. I'm a chronic illness and disability advocate, and I play games on streams. You can see me also, on Thursdays. I got that Sweet Honey Heist coming up. I also stream on the Chromatic Chimera on Wednesdays, and this Saturday is actually the premiere of a new stream that I'm in called Heroes Without Limits, which is a 5e game made up entirely of disabled and chronically ill players, GM, and all of our characters have our conditions. So I'm very excited to play my arthritic Crohn's diseased barbarian and kick some butt.
Nice.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Hell yeah.
My great axe is customized, so I can also use it as a walking cane, like staff.
Nice.
It's fantastic.
That's so good.
I'm here for this.
Yeah,
I
love
grew
it.
up on the old martial arts films, so yes, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So, all right, Thane, Robert.
Yeah, I'm Robert Allen. Find me at Voices of Robert on Twitter. Number one, I typically do not pick my own thing as my favorite moment of any game. And in a sense, it's not. It is actually Arcadie's reaction, additional attack with the bless that I just like that moment of him like giving Fane the ability to hit just a little bit better and then making him hit for maximum damage was just so good to me. I do have one small shout out, which is within the Encounter Roleplay community. On Fridays, Basilica of the Cudgel has my very good friend Kevin Kodo on it. Watch that. It is great. I believe at 2 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time. Kevin is an awesome player. Sometimes doesn't know what he's doing, but he's fun. So definitely watch him play and come back every Monday to watch us play.
Every Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern. For 3 hours, we explore Ravnica and try to mitigate as much damage to the campaign setting as possible by setting it on fire before the bad guys can do anything to it.
Oh no.
It's preserving fire. It's preservation fire. All right, I am Dungeon Master Corey. You can find me all over the internet at DM Corey. I do streaming here on Encounter Roleplay and over on Variant Roles, as well as do a whole bunch of hosting on my own Twitch, which is also on brand at Dungeon Master Corey, DM Corey. So I've got some projects coming up this summer, one of which I just mentioned with Nat. I enrolled into Ashley Warren's Writer Toolkit, RPG Toolkit. What is it? Writer's
It's
Toolkit.
like adventure.
2019.
Yeah.
I can't remember the
That thing's
hashtag.
really cool.
That's awesome.
It's for building your own RPGs and writing your own modules. And, you know, I've been doing it for a long time, and my method is terrible for continuity of like writing styles and actually getting it down to publish it or any of that. So maybe I've got something I can benefit from there and start producing a little more content on Dungeon Masters Guild. And yeah, so I don't know if there's been a whole lot of promo about it, but tomorrow here on Encounter Roleplay at 8 p.m., we're going to be playing, Will's going to be DMing The Advanced, which is a new sci-fi horror game coming out on Kickstarter. And I get to be a player in there in a whole new system, which I am super amped about. And it will be also my first time playing in an actual stream game with Will. So come watch us tomorrow, 8 p.m. And other than that, catch me on Twitter. Hit me up. My DMs are open, and I love collaboration. And I know a lot of crazy people that want to work on a lot of cool projects. So hit me up. And anybody else got anything? Oh, I'm sorry. My favorite moment tonight. My favorite moment. The look on everybody's faces when I said that Spec rolled poorly.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
We
Yeah.
love you, Spec.
That's how I feel.
Spec, we
When
love
I've got
you.
you guys just
Hurry
like
back.
on the edge of your seats is because the looks on your faces and the reactions when you guys get a new piece of information that's potentially important. So those are the little meters by which I try and progress the plot along. So thank you guys for giving me that successful moment there. That was the first time I've also run a Behir. So I've run a lot of dragons, but never run a Behir. And also underwater combat, guys. Seriously.
Yeah, that was my first underwater combat.
Yeah, mine too.
Same, I think.
Not
Yeah.
super big historically, but we've got Salt Marsh coming out where there's a lot of underwater combat in there.
Salt Marsh is already out. Yeah.
it
Salt Marsh
is.
is great.
Yeah.
Well, never played it.
Avernus is what I'm waiting for. Baldur's Gate.
Okay, but the Eberron hardcover, I will kill for.
Man.
I'll stay out of your way then.
Didn't that already come out like last year?
No, they had Wayfinder's Guide, but just at the very end,
digital.
very end of the live stream, they announced that they're putting out a hardcover book for Eberron. They didn't even give us the title yet. They said there's going to be a Warforged on the cover. That's all we know.
That's all we need to know.
Well, we need that. He's got like pronto, so we can get Malachar a new stat block.
Oh, Metallicar is the one on the cover.
I mean, if he's
Crossover
blue.
confirmed.
Yep. Blue Warforged. We know who it is. All right, guys, that's what I've got for this week. And thank you all so much for being an amazing cast and an amazing group to play with, as well as thank you all for watching our crazy shenanigans here on Encounter Roleplay. And we will see you next Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah,
Love
thanks
you all.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye. Next-